Whoops, I didn't say that. Pay no mind to that.
Got one button on.
Is this the first time you're gonna hold the eye fail? Did I have the eye fail last time?
I think you had it the last time.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's like, it's fucking huge. Well, that's because I can't see good. Damn,
Don't give me,
got the fucking shakes.
don't get me started on not being able to see good. I got Scotty coming next weekend to help me finishing service on a few tractors. I got one with a sensor on a filter. My eyes are so bad I can't see to disconnect the fucker.
See, I can't see close up.
That's me.
Yeah, far sighted.
From this distance here, I'm screwed. All right, we got people rolling.
How come I can't get to you? What the fuck's going on here?
Bear with us. He's still trying to hook himself up here.
Oh God! AKA the Guppy Farm. Yeah. Oh, probably because AT&T's got one click.
You
of
got
5G.
the death circle going. There you go.
There it is. Yep. 22. And holy Moses!
Oh, crank her down.
Let me back it. There we go. Oh, here you want to do this? There you go. Robert. Yep.
All right, we gotta go back now to see who.
Going back. Hold on.
Holy shit, Jason Lundgren, you were first. Northeast Ohio farmer. I'm temporary blocked on Messenger. Okay.
You'll have that.
Bob Bates, what's up? You're
Carl!
on that early.
Fucking Carl's then. Holy shit.
Mike Blade, what's up? Lori Saber. Carl. Martin, what's up? Keith, what's up? Bob says hello, Grumpy and Jimmy.
Hey now. Evening.
BTO Wannabe says, wow, I happen to be scanning the socials. Okay.
All right. Here we are.
37 in already.
Dang.
Eric DeGroat, what's up? Florida Joe, drinking and thinking.
Yeah.
Ag Wild, what's up?
We'll be doing that.
Still drier than a fire at Ag Wild? Because
we're not.
you probably can't hear it, but it's starting to rain now. They say 100% here shortly.
Oh, perfect.
Tomorrow is going to be a high of like 41 with chances of rain, snow all day.
Great.
Sunday's going to be, Easter Sunday's going to be like, it might get up to 43 to 45.
I just had to cut my grass last night.
Yeah, and it's getting almost time to start mowing lawns, and this weather
it was
sucks.
Deep, and of course it rained yesterday.
What's up, Roxanne?
So that was a lot of fun. Roxanne! Hi,
All
Roxanne.
right, so Travis says smile more, Jimmy. Northeast Ohio farmer. Michigan farming, what's up? Well, at least you weren't sending me shit on Instagram when I was trying to get on here like you normally do. So.
Ba-ting.
Jeremy Gilbert, what's up? Mr. Bill, howdy, fellers.
Bill!
Robert Mazzaro's, good to see you, old man. You must be talking to him, right?
Yeah, sure. Right.
You looking for this?
Mike, yeah. I was going to be nice and, the hog mouth.
All right.
These came all the way from Pennsylvania.
Rich Milnick, hi from E. Did you push the send button before you finished?
Eastern.
See? Hi from the letter E. I'm going to assume there's something supposed to be after that letter E.
Is that the feller from Eastern Illinois, maybe?
No, that's
right.
Michael Brash. So, Rich, you need to finish wherever hi from E. We don't know where E is, so.
Bird.
He says Chicago weather about the same. Yeah, we're today was,
Yesterday was retarded.
Yeah.
It was almost 80 freaking degrees, and
Yeah.
it dropped like 20.
We had 2 days in a row in the 70s. Yesterday was close to 80. It was like 78, 79. Today was, I was servicing some tractors. And then all of a sudden this afternoon, holy shit, I had to rescue the wife's deck chairs out of the pool.
Oh, it wasn't freaking
Well, did you know that? Were you home or whatever for that one 10-minute stretch of?
Oh, we were out in Montezuma, and
Holy
it was
shit.
I had the flags posted on the back of the trailer, and they're just whipping.
Okay, okay, now he put an H.
E-H.
Oh, wait, here, PA, okay.
All right.
Pennsylvania, I'm assuming.
Sure. Did you figure out the ending? No, I haven't, Mr. Blake. I'm pretty sure it's a 350. Guy had it running last night and dumped a bunch of Berryman's sea foam down her yap and smoked. I mean, I must have killed all the mosquitoes around the house, which was good.
Raymond Simmons, what's up? Gus Fudima, what's up?
Fudima.
Michigan farmer in the house holding the tool. Yeah, he's probably holding his own tool.
Yeet. that was a joke, kind of. Here, try some of that stuff. That'll get you going right there. Yep.
All right, Carl,
Carl.
you said England, Europe. What are you answering for the other person who only put E?
Oh, EU.
Carl says it was 71 here yesterday, and everyone in my house said they were freezing.
Fucking Brazil, man. You know, fucking.
Yeah, it's down to like 51 now, and we're like
Yeah.
cold again
Cold
because
again.
in another 4 hours it's going to be in the 30s.
Yeah, I had to
from
turn
what
fucking
they're saying.
heat off in here. We could have been, snug as a bug in a rug at 60, but nope.
What's up, Nelson?
Nelson. Look at
James Pittman, what's up, old timer? Good to see you're still here. He even wrote that, old timer still here.
Appreciate you.
Yep, appreciate you. Every now and then I have to send an email to Marvin Riker too, the 93-year-old feller out there, and I think it was Illinois, who was emailing me last year for a while there. So I shoot him one every now and then just to make sure he's still alive.
Still kicking.
Robert Hurley, howdy from Texas.
Hell yeah. Hey, I like your fucking governor, man. He does cool shit. Just saying.
Yeah.
Man of his word right there. Because he said he was going to do it, and I've been waiting. Sure as shit he did. Put him on a fucking couple buses. I think there's at least 3 that I know of that I kind of seen whatever little bullshit media wanted to cover it. Because, let's not talk about that. If you all fucking read the header on this video, you might have an idea what may or may not be talking about. Because, the fucking media.
All right.
Grr.
Rich Milnick, are you drinking? Because 42 drugs here. Then he goes DEGS. I'm thinking that's supposed to be degrees. You're struggling to get it all in one sentence there, buddy.
42 degrees. We'll interpret it for you. We'll figure it out.
Martin says it's 84 there.
God bless him. That's too hot. See?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know.
I'm never.
I'd take 84 over the fucking 36 or
Well,
whatever we're gonna wake up to tomorrow morning.
Yeah, great. The heat will be running again.
Murph, what's up?
Murph!
Good
How
day.
the hell is things down under?
Good
brother?
day, Dr. Grumpy and Dr. Jimmy.
Haven't heard much about y'all lately. Your country's been a little quiet. How's it going in Australia? How many more freedoms have they? Are you under house arrest yet? Are they coming door to door with the mandatory subscription every fucking 60 to 90 days? Just
No,
curious.
you're right, Carl. They're not happy being sent to Washington. But did you see?
Oh, isn't that too fucking bad?
But did you see DeSantis is going to send them to Delaware?
Yeah.
So that's
Fuck yeah. You a fucking me? Or the fucking you? That's yes.
Rich Milnick having trouble with phone. We saw that.
Technology. That's yes.
All right, let's see if you're actually the same, James. Yep, yours says 53. That
Must
says
be it's
50,
the iFail.
51, 51.
Had to go to the iFail to keep up with
Yep.
the Bloob Tube. That works.
Florida Joe says 77 and humid. Well, that's just
Oof.
Florida, always
Yeah,
humid.
well, yeah. It'll probably give it about 5 minutes and it'll probably rain. Because isn't that Florida's thing too? It rains like
Yeah, but when it
every other
rains
day.
in Florida, it only rains for 5 minutes, and then it's
right,
gone.
then it's fucking,
Yeah,
it's
then
fucking
it's
cooking again.
sizzling. Andy Gearing, it was 25 degrees in Nebraska this morning.
Good.
We're gonna start planting corn Monday morning.
They want to save the can.
Well, we're nowhere near dry enough nor warm enough to be.
That'll make
Those
a
aren't
really.
worth a nickel?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's like a game I always play.
Oh. Because the next one down is the nickel one. If it's worth a
That's
nickel.
too hard to hit from the
Well,
chair.
you don't even know if it is though. It's like the lemonades. The fucking lemonades aren't. They come in
Well-
the same can as a soda, a beer, whatever,
Well, a
but they're
guy
not
was
worth a
just
nickel.
in Pennsylvania
It's
last week.
stupid.
They won't take bottles for nickels. And well, that fella from Pennsylvania, I tell you, they won't take bottles, but they'll take cans. That's worth a nickel.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's
Kevin Richards, what's up? Yeah, next week looks like shit for cold and wet. And
great.
well, when I was in South Carolina, they don't recycle. Because I had my Coke when I was at John's place. I go, where's your recycle? I'll just throw it in the garbage. They don't do that down here.
What? Yeah.
So why can't we
So
just
what's-
have a national
right.
thing where they're all worth a nickel or
know,
they're not?
Maybe
One or
like
the
a
other.
national thing for concealed carry too,
Yeah.
while you're making national, laws. And
Bill
whatnot.
Ferguson, good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Evening.
What time is it now? 7 after. Okay, we weren't.
Oh,
See,
watch that
we
out.
might be a little light on people tonight because if you look at the title of this, like he said, when I went on Instagram I did it.
Shadow ban.
I did it twice. Okay, so if you go, those of you that follow me on Instagram, you'll know that you go to my last video where the hood was done, which you YouTubers will see in the next YouTube video.
Freaking badass. Dig it.
That's up to 600 and whatever views. You know, the last like 5 Instagram posts are anywhere from like 500 to 3,000 views. So I put one up on saying, hey, him and I will be doing this 7 Eastern on Friday. 3 hours later, I just check it because I'm thinking, oh, I had like, Keith, you replied, so you got it. But I look at it, it's got 10 fucking views. I'm like, what? So I redid it. Well, by today, one had 19 and one had like 13. So obviously Instagram's playing a game. So
Well, Instagram is owned by Fuckbook. You know, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yep,
So,
I agree, Carl. Musk needs to buy them all.
Oh, here's one for you. Carl, you might know this already, and if I fuck it up, correct me. But my youngest son, he's way smarter than me. So get this shit, right? So Elon offered these fuckers $4 more a share. So it was at 50. He offered them $54 a share. He was gonna buy the whole fucking thing. And guess what they said? Obviously, no. So it ain't about fucking money. It's about control, because they know goddamn well what he would probably fucking do, because he's been saying it for fucking years. I think he just had an interview here lately, was talking about what his plans were if he was able to gain control, which I'm hoping that he's got enough control of what he did buy.
Mike Tomley, what's up?
The guy's an African, he's African.
Jason
so an African
Roberts
American is being discriminated
Came on
against.
57 this side of the People's Republic of New York. Yeah,
People's
you're a
Republic.
little warmer than us then. Gary Falls, what's up? German Warrior, hello from Ohio.
That's
Are you new?
That's new.
Because that name doesn't sound familiar to us.
Flickin'
If
German.
you are, welcome.
Welcome. Hey Murph, do me a solid, brother. Throw my channel up, because I'm trying to get to a grand
All right.
by next weekend.
Here's perfect example of it. Mike Blake, who sees everything that either one of us puts up on Instagram, because you don't live very far from us to start with.
Yeah.
He says, I wouldn't have known in advance if I didn't see Jim's video when he mentioned it. Yeah, and I never got around to, because we had just posted a YouTube video Wednesday, I think. So I never did a short one like I normally do, saying, hey, on Friday. So I figured, oh, fuck it. If I do it on Instagram, he does his good enough.
Gooden.
So that tells me right there. Plus, I play cards once a week. Played last night. I asked a buddy of mine.
Don't bother him when he's playing cards.
Yeah, and I asked a buddy of mine, Timmy, who plays with us, because he follows me, I follow him. He looked right on his fucking phone standing next to me. He goes, it's not on there. So, Instagram,
Shadow ban.
right there, Instagram.
Yep. Like I text, and he texts me complaining. I'm like, well, you're probably shadow banned. That's the thing. Freedom of speech is dead. Because look at what they're doing with, like I just said, with Elon Musk. They won't fucking, they would not take his money. He was going to overpay.
Oh, did you hear about this? I didn't know this. Joe Bosnack says, just watching rally in Niagara Falls on Canadian side for the flag exchange with U.S. truckers tomorrow. Should be a blast.
I think that's the rally that I'm going to end up hooking up with.
I never even heard about that. Of course, you don't hear about any of it on mainstream
Nah,
media.
They're not covering any of that shit. The good news is, because I just watched, a buddy of mine shared it to me. He's the one that kind of got me tuned into it. So it's the 23rd and the 24th, which I believe is next weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the big convoy to Albany. The leaders of said convoy have already talked to the sheriff's department, not state troopers. There's a difference. They've coordinated with local county sheriff departments, so everything's gonna be legit, no problems, but there's a couple of stops. I think Rudy Giuliani's son, I can't remember his name, he's gonna speak at one of the stops, whatever. I'm gonna try to run out. It's gonna be a long fucking day, but I'm gonna try to drive out Saturday and then drive back. Try to get to a certain point and then get, because the guy's got shit to do.
Mr. Bill says he can't wait to hear Elon's plan B. Me neither. Murph says it's election time here, so the government is spreading their shit everywhere. Yeah, what else is
Probably
new,
sucking y'all's dick. Oh yeah, we're gonna let them same. Well, like Did you see what fucking Hochul's gonna do? She wants to fuck around with a bail reform and fix on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too late. Fuck you. I'm petty.
Yep.
You're not getting my vote, bitch. I didn't vote for you to begin with, so fuck you.
Florida Joe says he never got it neither, the Instagram thing, and he follows me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. BTO never got it. I did see your post about the stream.
He was probably gonna mention something, but since his channel's got a lot more subscribers, they got a certain email about certain verbiage that we can't talk about right now.
Bork says serious irony in this title. Yeah, well, that was part of the title, Rick. So my wife comes walking down the hall in the house the other day. Oh yeah, I got an email that I got to tell you about too. She says, you want to know this before your live stream Friday. This might have been yesterday that she warned me of this. She says, ScrewTube sent us an email that says people that are mentioning, that certain guy who was riding a horse without his shirt a few years ago that might be a tyrant leader of a certain country that might be trying to...
the Bears.
That might be trying to overtake another certain country right now in a certain part of the world that grows a lot of wheat.
Yeah.
Well, if you mention those certain things, they'll shit can your video. So...
yeah.
ScrewTube, I looked this up too, from 18 to 64 demographic in that certain country where that, tyrannical leader that rides his horse without his shirt.
Tyrannical leader.
The 18 to 64-year-old people, 7 out of 10 of them, ScrewTube is something they watch, on a daily basis.
Well, yeah, that's all.
So imagine that,
Isn't that weird?
So folks, not you folks here, because you're all with us, but well, you few libtards that are secretly watching, you progressive libtards that think this is all so fucking great what's going on in this country, when they completely take away our First Amendment, but only for the conservative thinking, and they try to successfully take away our Second Amendment.
Not happening.
That's how we become Australia. That's how we become that place where the guy who rides his horse without his shirt. That's how we become, the place that Gigi Ping Pong Ball is the, tyrannical leader of.
And if this shit keeps going on, he's going to be the tyrannical leader of the fucking globe.
So y'all might want to wake the fuck up pretty soon. That's all I got to say.
I'd like to see this fucker. What if the boot was on the other face? Like, what if, we get some hard-nosed, hardcore right-winger. Like that they're all petrified.
Wait a minute, I wear my boots on my feet, not my face.
If the boot was on the other face. The fucking, what if you're not allowed to talk about your trans this and your trans that and all this, all this crap that they're trying to shove down our throat now. So what if it was reversed? How would they, but they never think that way, right?
German warrior used to be Nito Mosquito. Okay.
I don't,
Betty Swain, what's up?
I
do. I remember Nito Mosquito.
Well, that would have made the list of funny ones.
James Pittman.
Here comes the rain.
He looked for it on Insta and it wasn't there neither. And Keith says he checks his quite often. He saw the first alerts, no others were received. Yep. Mark Comer, what's up, buddy?
I usually get a little ding on the phone. Ding.
Yep, Mark was just on showing the tractor one to his sister. Said it, yeah. But going back to that bullshit that we can't talk about. But over there in Xi Ping Pong Ball land, you know what's really big over there? And apparently the sounds like fucking hail. But it's but the anti-gay bill that doesn't say anti-gay that Disney's all upset about.
Oh, I got news about that
Disney is big over in Xi Ping Pong Ball country where there's sweatshops and we won't even go into it all because y'all know what's going on, but
did you see
Disney's getting their fucking asses kicked from this, and I'm glad.
What their fucking CEO came out and said?
Yeah.
Talking about how we did what they wanted us to do, so basically they caved to the woke crowd, which is what 0.1 maybe 0.5% of the fucking population in this country, but they seem to have the fucking loudest mouth because look at the header on this video again, and then you'll figure out why.
7%. I looked it up. I did all the math.
Oh,
7.
You said you didn't do any notes.
I didn't write anything down, but
just remembered that.
7% of people in the United States consider themselves to be non-heterosexual. So that's whatever. You want to be a transvestite, you
Carl,
want to
do
be
the
gay,
math on that real
you
quick.
want to be a lesbian, whatever. So basically, 93% of this country has to bend to 7%. That's literally
How about fuck you?
the world we're in right now.
I watched the fucking Instagram video. This 10-year-old girl, of course, she had a smartphone because, that's today's age or whatever, I guess. You get a smartphone.
Shit, they had 'em in kindergarten.
She took a video in her library of these books because she knew it was wrong and showed her parents all this sexual crap. How to talk about sex to your fucking 5-year-old. What the fuck?
Well, listen to this. Seth says, did you hear about the two, which I didn't hear about this, so I'm not making this statement as a true statement. I'm reading what a follower has said.
Yeah, so don't,
Seth says, did you all hear about the 2 pregnant women that got pregnant in an all-women's prison
Yes.
in New Jersey?
Yes.
Apparently they let transvestites in there, but they forgot to castrate them
What
first.
weird how that happened. How did that happen?
Yep. Oh, poutine. Yeah, look, poutine. Mr. Bill, poutine.
Poutine. Yeah, poutine.
We just had like a little...
Yeah. Ooh!
little tiny
I got
hail
a good one.
storm
It's not,
come through.
I don't want to jump around with subjects, but I got to say this because they might be watching. So I'm not going to use any names. All I'm going to say is they're relatives of mine. And let's see, it's been about 11-ish days.
What the fuck? Mr. Bill said he's seen a farmer hit a landmine with his tractor.
Damn.
Wow. That must be in that country we can't
Yeah,
talk
right?
about.
Was it a John Deere? So at any rate, about 11-ish days ago, and I think they're watching or whatever. Of course, they don't know how to comment yet without texting me, but at any rate, thought they had like a sinus infection, went to their doctor that they go to every 3 months for a checkup, and he gladly takes their money. So hang with me now, right? Every 3 months, they go to this doctor and get a checkup, and he takes their money for this checkup every fucking time. So they're feeling like shit, sinus infection, all. So, oh no, gotta get the fucking clap test. So they shove the telephone pole up their nose. Shocker! Positive, right? Doctor drops him like a fucking bad habit. Won't prescribe him dick. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Have a nice life. Go fuck off over there, is basically what he told him. So, prior to that, every 3 months, he was glad to take their fucking money for a checkup, but when they needed him, they fucking dropped him. So, because they, tested positive for the clap at a doctor's office, they had to make a phone call to, the county health department, and then the county calls the house, and a certain female answers the phone. I'll tell you later. You might end up getting it. So the health department calls the house, and a certain female answers the phone and says, something to the effect of, we heard you recently tested positive for the clap, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, that's none of your fucking business. Click! And fucking hangs up the phone. Well, the dumb bitch had to call back. And now, now they're double pissed. And quarantine, blah, 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 blah. And long story short, basically there was more fuck words said, and we're not fucking stupid, and it's probably not the clap, because you can still get regular sick. Something along those lines, and then she was hung up on again. It's a fucking joke.
Sniff and blow suck. What's up?
I just thought that was funny.
Joe Bosnack says, Ontario just passed a bill where cops have the right to arrest you if they only think you might create mischief without you doing anything. Yeah, I mean, that's the world we're starting to live in.
Wow.
So
Sounds like China.
I mean, I hope all you progressive libtards are just fucking loving what's going on, because
They'll love it until it happens to them.
Jack Lindauer, hello
retards.
from Wisconsin.
It's disgusting.
Carl says it's all right to talk about that, especially with your kids. Looney left us, hey kids, guess where I put my penis? In a trash can.
Hey, yeah. What the fuck?
Murph says freedom and rights. What the fuck are they? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're gone. I mean, even over here, Murph.
What's up, Zip?
We might have a little bit more than you, but it's... Like, I watched this TikTok video today, and this guy was, I'm going to try to,
Okay, so
Summarize.
Carl must have done some math.
Yeah,
It says
yeah,
there
yeah.
are 22,000 non-heterosexual people in the U.S. That doesn't sound right.
out of- out of-
7% out of.
7% of how many million we got?
Well,
Five?
that's yeah.
7 million?
No, we got 330 million in this country.
Oh, that's too
So
many.
7%. That's not. Carl, do some better, man.
Yeah.
Or either that, or you didn't put enough zeros in there. Maybe
Yeah.
you were meaning 22 million. That I can go along with. Maybe you corrected yourself. I haven't got out of there.
Shit,
Haven't gone
7,
down
not
far enough.
0.07. But still, I mean, blah, blah, blah. What was I talking about? I can't even.
Rodder 204. Are you new? Because that one really sounds new.
Yeah.
Rodder 204.
Rodder.
Hello from Tennessee. Only landmines on our farm are horse and dog turds.
Fuck Tennessee! Guy wishes he could move there. Heard you,
Yes,
seeing pictures.
Michigan farming. I did see, actually, before I came out, the video of Joe finishing his speech and shaking,
Oh,
trying,
yeah, I was just
trying
gonna
to
tell
shake
you.
nobody's
And
hand.
he's fucking lost on the stage.
Yeah.
This is the puppet they put in front of the television?
All right,
Like-
so not knowing how many we're gonna get in, we got like 115, 116. So we'll do this now.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
too chilly just to
Oh.
wear a t-shirt,
I already
so
put mine in the truck, but he's got his.
Derek and Kathy, if you're watching,
Fucking dope!
it was too cold to just wear a t-shirt,
Yeah.
so. These are Mad
Mad
Moose's,
Moose.
Mad Moose's new
I like that one a
stuff
lot.
that they're doing.
Blow smoke.
You can draw your own conclusion as to what it is. You know, there's one of them.
Woo!
And it's going to be called madmoosethreads.com. They don't have it up yet. I like this one. Okay.
What?
There's nothing on the front.
What is that? I didn't get, let me see that one. I might need to get.
Well, yours
Blow
are
smoke.
different.
Hell yeah! Woo!
Blow smoke with a utensil.
I'll
We won't
pew,
say what
pew,
the utensil
Pew,
is.
pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, we won't say what that utensil is.
It's got a pew stick on it.
But these are the kind of things they're going to make on their new clothing line, Mad Moose Threads.
I might have to
I will
check
keep
out
you
now.
abreast when the website is up and whatnot.
Abreast.
But
He said breast.
all right. So should have maybe wore another coat on top of this one before we're done.
I should have put a long sleeve.
Oh wait, we got some priests in now. Priest Farms, what's up?
Well, it is Good Friday, so we gotta get some priests in here and bless this vidya or something.
All right, Kyle says he got kicked out of a public outdoor mall the other day for wearing an anti-Biden shirt, and they called the cops on me. And this is Florida, I'm assuming.
What? Are you shitting me?
Yes.
What did it say?
Who's John Gutekunst?
That's one of the guys message.
He just sent you a message.
Yeah.
William Hess, what's up?
You pronounced it right. He'd be happy with that.
Woody?
Yeah. You should.
Okay,
I
Rider
think people slaughter
204
my
says,
last name.
been subbed for a long time, rarely comment, love the channel. Oh, thanks. Mr. Bill, I watched an Australian veteran reporting in that country that the guy that doesn't wear the shirt riding the horse is attacking. I don't want to say it. And he said most
Vlad.
stressful part of the trip was passing the Rona test to get on the plane. Yeah.
Let's call him Vlad. Like Vlad the Impaler.
Okay, Joe Bosniak says, now you're looking at a maximum of $1 million plus 1 year in jail for every day you protest. Is that fuck? Is that Canada? Is that what you're talking about?
Holy fuck. Wow.
Okay, Mark Calmer did the math, so 23,310,000 freaks in the USA. Yeah, so Carl, you just needed another zero when you said 22,000. You obviously meant 22 million. Mike Blake said he likes the one with the utensil. Yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
I like it too. I like the blow smoke one with the
Yeah. I
with
might
the
have
thing
to-
that might look like a middle finger, but you draw your own conclusions. Folks.
Yeet. I might have him make me one that has the
Simon Priestman, what's up?
The Armalite 1.5, if y'all know what I'm talking about. The Armalite.
Yeah, you're exactly
1.5,
right,
yeah.
Simon. The days of free speech are gone, but not in your house. Yeah. Well, that's the only place you're going to be able to fucking talk
Well,
freely
for
anymore.
now, I mean, well, you can't really unless you got an iPhone and you can block the fucking apps because it
Well,
was listening.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
and make
you
sure
were
you
talking
turn
about
off your
get-
Alexa.
Oh, you were talking about buying new furniture? Here, let's just fucking jam this down your throat every time you get on a fucking social media app. InstaFace, Fuckbook, whatever. Oh, here's a couch. There's a couch.
Well, I'm just curious too, because I'm not just you know, the whole fucking vid thing, I'm done with it. The majority of us are done with it.
Bah.
I'm tired of talking about it, but I'm just curious in some of your other states. It's like every third fucking commercial here in New York.
How can you stomach to watch regular television?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I can watch a Yankee game, it's on. I can watch the local news, it's on. I can watch the fucking golf channel, it's on.
You watch golf?
It doesn't matter what you watch anymore. Every third fucking commercial is some doctor who's enjoying their kickbacks, talking about how they gave it to their kids and all this horseshit.
Yeah.
But you don't see the woman who was at the rally in California who, you know, thought it was a good idea to put her 12-year-old in the 12 to 15 test with, you know.
How'd that work?
And now her 12-year-old's a 13-year-old in a wheelchair and a feeding tube, and everyone has abandoned her, but you don't get to see her speech on TV, or you don't get to see. The only thing I've ever said, and I had this discussion, my insurance guy was here yesterday, going over the farm insurance and everything, and him and I talked about it for probably over an hour, which was kind of cool. And like I told him, you see all the documents being released now, you know, the ones they wanted 75 years to release?
Yeah.
All of that shit, all I've ever said from day one is put it all on the table and let all of you and me and all of us look at it, weigh the pros and cons, make your own decision. You want to get in line for the 10th one? You want to wear a face diaper the rest of your life? Whatever. But you should have had all the information up front. Not people pushing it to you that were getting paid $40 a pop for every time they went in somebody.
$80.
From the fucking federal government.
But meanwhile, my youngest son has to get an experimental drug jammed in him to go to fucking college. Fucking bullshit. Here's one for y'all, because I don't know if any of y'all have experienced this yet, because I know some of y'all that watch us have gotten the fucking shit. So I got this, I guess I'd call him a customer, because we're fixing to do a door for him. Guy recently moved from fucking shithole California. No offense to anybody that's out in California, but you know where you're living. I mean, we're in shithole New York.
We're in shithole New York. So.
I love the state. I just can't stand the way the fuckers rant. California's a gorgeous fucking state, but Democrats just piss pounded that fucking place into a shithole. He was telling me, he's like, I couldn't even let my wife go to the grocery store by herself. She get fucking mugged. The fucking homeless are so rampant out there, which, I mean, I get it. You know, it sucks to be homeless because goddamn, the fucking cost of living out there is ridiculous, but that's beyond the point. You have the homeless literally throwing shit at people, fucking needles all over the place. So this guy got the Moderna one, you know, the first one, right? He had 2 fucking mini strokes. Went to the hospital for it, right? So his doctor had to document that shit and send it to the fucking can't do fucking shit, you know, place, the CD, you know, whatever. I don't even know what I can say anymore on this fucker. Probably like a month later, he gets a fucking, a letter in the mail basically telling him to go fuck himself, that no one is held liable for his problems, and, you know, sorry about your luck, but, you know, go fuck yourself way over there.
According to Joe, imagine if we didn't let the gun companies, you know, be liable for...
Why the fuck aren't the goddamn pharmaceutical companies liable for all this shit then? Go fuck yourself. 22,000 plus fucking deaths from, stuff.
And why are we gonna... As soon as you make gun companies liable for a fucking criminal using a gun to shoot somebody? Really?
Well, then how come this isn't liable for drunk driving?
Jackie.
How come Ford Chevrolet Dodge isn't liable for fucking for accident deaths or whatever?
Jackie says it's time for chromosome testing at birth. That's funny.
How about you just fucking look in betwixt the legs, and if it's got outdoor plumbing, it's a boy, indoor plumbing, it's a girl. I mean, it worked for the last, I don't fucking know, since fucking man came out of the fucking cave, I guess. Fuck!
What's up, H?
Twisted fucking sickos, man. Sickos.
Oh, Joe says that's for blocking a bridge, roadway, or disrupting travel. Okay.
Well, I can kind of.
Betty says you see Sleepy Joe had to go to camp for the weekend to get away from his border friends from Texas. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But stop and think about this.
Well,
Somebody mentioned this today. He's been in office now for 50 some days or
God
whatever
help
now.
us.
He's never gone to the southern border.
Nope. Well, neither's fucking Camel Toe, and I thought that was her problem.
Never gone to the southern border in 450 some days.
Fucking laughing.
But we're sending billions of dollars and equipment and shit to a foreign country that is being invaded by the dude riding a horse without his shirt to protect their borders. But it's
What about our fucking border?
yeah, it's okay for our border to be
Wide the fuck
unprotected.
open. Oh, fuck.
No one's getting tested. Come
Nope,
on in.
Nope.
Probably why Joe's
Sure.
not happy about him getting trucked to fucking DC or Delaware or
How you
any
like
place
it?
like
How
that.
do you fucking like it, cocksucker? Fuck you. Urgh. Fucking everything is a joke. Like, I mean, if you just sit back and examine everything, it's so fucked up, it's laughable. And it's just like, and the thing that irritates me the most is there's so many fucking dumb fuck people that cannot think for themselves and will just sign on to everything that's happening going, oh yeah, this is the best for the country.
Lori Saber, you're exactly right. Where's the Republicans?
Yeah,
I agree with you.
sitting on their fucking ass doing nothing.
I agree with you.
I fucking bitched about that how many fucking times? It's fucking bah. All they do is fucking talk. They don't fucking take any goddamn action.
See, it's Good Friday, so I'm being calmer. I'm like,
I don't give a shit. Fuck it.
Mike
No time to
Blake,
be fucking calm.
They won't stop until they're disarmed. Exactly.
Well, come and take it.
Bill Ferguson.
Go ahead and try that.
So where are you from, Bill Ferguson? I just met the owners of Mad Moose this morning. So I'm going to assume, Bill Ferguson, you're from
You're
around
a
here.
local feller.
So
Nice to have you, Bill. High five.
Jackie says chromosome testing is science. Science doesn't lie, so it would be considered
Follow the fucking sign.
so it would be considered a
Oh,
mental
yeah.
imbalance.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right, yeah.
Again,
Well, I
another
said that.
joke.
Why is it if a person is hooked on drugs or alcohol, they call that a disease? We need to help that person. They have a disease.
Right.
But if they think that their dick isn't supposed to be there or something, that's okay. We should coddle them
Right,
and
that's not a mental disease.
or we should take a kindergarten through third grader and teach them that shit.
Pedophilia shit.
I mean, if we walked up to anybody, any fucking 6-year-old in a park and sat next to him and started talking about that shit, we'd be fucking arrested.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. But it's okay for a teacher to talk about that to a kid or to tell their kids in school what they did with their queer partner over the weekend. Look, what you
None of
do,
your fucking business.
what you do, behind your closed doors, have at it. I don't give a shit if
Don't
you're
give a
fucking a
fuck.
knot in the wall, whatever. But it's not something you discuss. First of all, when they make the statement that, well, now I can't discuss these things with my kids. They ain't your fucking kids, okay? They ain't your fucking kids. You're paid to do a job. Do you think the person who's I don't know, running the machine that puts the fucking, beer inside the cans that Budweiser plant, is that his beer? No, that's his job.
Yeah.
Just like it's your job to teach them fucking kids, but they ain't your fucking kids. So,
Politics and sex needs to be the fuck out of goddamn school. That's the fucking problem. The fucking goddamn teachers union donating to a political party. Horse shit. I don't fucking believe in it. Nope, don't fucking care. Take your
Jesus.
fucking kids out of public schools. I did a video a couple weeks ago that said, watch your kids. I'm fucking telling you. If it ain't fucking here in New York, it's
All right.
it's rampant.
Here.
Oh.
You can read Murphy's comment and then let me get up so that my ear will be all right.
Oh fuck, here we go. Where is it? Do I gotta scroll back?
there.
I admit, Sean, Bill Ferg, Jackie, oh. They can fuck off past the fucking deer stand with all their fucking sexual bullshit. How's that, Murph? Now I know why.
There. I can come back now.
It's been a while since,
I don't lose my ear.
I got-
gonna shut the door. It's getting cold.
Well, yeah, hopefully it gets dark soon, because I got to break the seal already. Shocker. Gender dysphoria. Do you want to know why the Looney is trying to normalize mental illness? Would a sane person vote for a Democrat in the 21st century? No. No. And they call us fucking mental, but no. No. I'll be in Niagara Falls tomorrow, greeting the U.S. truckers. We're all brothers, and this is Joe Bozjan. Yeah, I can't.
Bosniak.
Yeah, what he said. Sure. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. Yeah.
Yep, the 3
They don't
R's.
even they don't even teach them cursive. Like,
Yeah, they did away with cursive
you know,
writing.
and then if you want to be a conspiracy theorist, it's so that way they can't read the fucking Declaration of Independence or some shit. But I mean, you can just Google it and it's in print.
Well, we're gonna do away with the Constitution at the rate we're going.
Shit can't that anyway. That's my fucking beer. What?
Excuse me. That's why
Your fucking beer, Bork. My beer.
That's why I got up and gave him that Murph to say that so I can
Yeah.
keep my hearing.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Murph. Appreciate you. Need to get to $1,000 by next weekend. I'm at 643. No, I had 44. Somebody just fell off. Weird. I don't know. Maybe they read something or seen something.
Good Friday. It's the calmer.
I don't give a shit about Good Friday. What's the only thing that's good about is it's fucking Friday. Guy ain't gotta work tomorrow. That's the only thing that's good about
By
it.
the way, happy Easter to everyone this weekend.
Lieutenant governor position has just opened up. Dawson, like, you want me to be lieutenant governor?
But technically, if he doesn't get convicted before the election, or he doesn't resign, he already resigned, or he doesn't take himself off the ballot, he's still on the ballot in New York for governor, or for lieutenant governor.
Who?
The dude that just quit because he's got all them charges against him.
Like I said, I haven't been paying attention. Sorry.
Are different color than you and I, lieutenant governor.
Oh.
You know, the one that checked the box.
We'd never be progressive.
Yeah, the one that checked the box
all
when
right.
she picked him.
Sure.
Got caught.
Because we don't hire people if, under their fucking qualifications anymore. We hire them under their ethnicity group, right? Because that makes all the fucking sense in the world, right? Kind of like, just fall in line with Papa Joe, because everyone that he's put in place, I mean, they're just like the best fucking person out there for that job, right? They're
Thanks,
most
Dustin.
qualified. Fucking horse.
Betty says you can run
shit.
for governor and me for president.
Let's roll.
No.
Well,
2023 is probably going to be the last year for me on the legislature because I don't think I could take 4 more years. I've told you all before.
thought about it, but no.
You think government's fucked up when you see what you see? Get into it. It's way more fucked up than you. Even at this level,
Yeah,
it's
small
so
government.
fucked up.
Even town boards are fucking, everything's so goddamn crooked and twisted.
Like I told you all
Horse
before,
shit piled on top of horse shit.
if you went back to the June, if on ScrewTube there, the Q County Legislature's on that. I've told you all before, I don't know how many of you ever gone and looked at it, but the June of 2020 meeting, if you go back and see the roasting that I got for being the horrible racist person that I am.
I didn't see them. Well, I didn't watch it because it probably would just piss me off. Bunch of progressive liberal.
Plus, I've had a local recently corner me in
I did a video about that.
in a local shop that we have here that some of us frequent.
He's a better man than me. I would have let her fucking have it. Both fucking barrels. I don't give a
Told
shit.
me how disappointing I was as a legislator
Fuck
because I didn't go to meetings. And when I asked what meetings, she just told me again how disappointing I was and turned around and walked out
Just one fucking bitch.
because, and I know what meeting it is because one of the 3 towns I represent is getting a huge solar project put in it and it's taking up farmland. I'm not for it, want that. But our wonderful state under Cuomo, when he was here, circumvented any authority that the local level would have. So we have 0, I repeat 0. And I am not the politician like some that have, come in the past before me and some that are there now and whatnot and you see it in your state and the federal government too, who will just blow sunshine up everyone's ass, tell you what you want to hear, you what you want to hear, and you what you want to hear, just so that they can seem important. And, there ain't a fucking thing I can do about it. So where's your state reps? Why are you not bitching at them? It's kind of like also in my district, we have a river that gets flooded because downstream they don't open up the dams at the hydroelectric. enough to let the water out when we get wet like we are now, and upstream lets too much out and whatnot. Well, they don't give two shits about the little area in between. There's nothing we can do about it. Again, it's the state. So, bitch at the state, people. You know, I mean, sorry, I'm not a politician. I feel like Jack Nicholson when he told Tom Cruise in that movie, you can't handle the truth. That's the problem. You tell people the truth, they can't handle it, and you become an asshole because you won't do anything.
I like being the asshole.
Well, okay, so I should be a more happy, convenient asshole to you.
Let me lie with a smile.
Yeah, lying to you like the politicians do to make you feel better, and in the end result, still nothing will happen. So, sorry, it's not going to happen.
That's the mentality of people nowadays. Lie to me with a smile, please. Don't tell me the truth. That's why a great number of people didn't like the fucking Big Don because, you know, he just tell you how it was.
Gosh, what goes that fucker do? Wind's switching out of the north now for the snow to come tomorrow. Yes, I.H. Farmer. He says, anyone else notice that the boob tube seems to be deleting a lot of comments lately? Well, I see where they're starting to kick a lot into the, I don't know what Barb calls it. It's in your analytics where a comment will be thrown in there until you go in and okay it, and then it can be put onto your channel.
He's commented on my videos, and I couldn't see it. And I still can't figure out how to go see it.
It's bullshit. It's the censoring is getting out of control.
That's why they're petrified of Elon Musk taking over Twitter because he knows they know exactly what he's gonna fucking do. I mean, I guess I don't have the Twitter. I got it once and I could not figure it out for the life of me. But I mean, that's like the largest platform on the face of the planet. Like everyone, I mean, even, you know, the guy that rides the horse without a shirt has a Twitter account.
Okay,
Bill. The fucking Taliban has a fucking Twitter account, but
so does the leader of Iran.
The former fucking president of the United States is still banned. Then I'll tell you everything you fucking need to know about how that fucking company works.
Bill Ferguson says he lives in Sterling. He's taking over the water and DPW for the village of Cato. Okay. Yeah. Also, Bill, with this whole redistricting thing, see, District 1 and 2 will be changed.
Oh, fuck.
I would be in District 1 if I did run again at the end of 23, which would be Sterling, Ira, and Victory now, where I was Ira, Cato, and Conquest. So that would pit me against your number one up there right now. But 99.9% sure I'm not going to beat my head against that cement wall anymore because I can't deal with the political bullshit of, how you're supposed to kiss everyone's ass and blow sunshine up it just so you can look and act like a politician like the previous and the currents and a lot of the futures will be, but no. If the old saying, the truth hurts, well, I'm sorry if it does. It is what it is. If it's orange, I'm not going to call it green and try to convince you that it's green when it's fucking visibly orange, okay? And when we have zero control over something, I'm not going to come to a meeting and blow sunshine up your ass and tell you what I can do for you when I can do zero.
Can't do a goddamn thing about it. Yeah, you just convinced me.
Jackie says her local supervisor had a fake pipe bomb thrown through her front window. She changed from a Republican to a demo rat. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, then she was never really a Republican to start with.
No. Well, half these look at fucking Mitt Romney there voting that fucking SCOTUS pile and it doesn't even know what a fucking field.
Along with the other two broads.
What the fuck?
Murph says I'm
not a biologist. I can't tell you what a woman is. What?
Murph just said he got you one more sub. I don't know.
Yeah, thanks, Murph.
I don't know.
We only got I don't know, like 358 to go or something. But hey, appreciate you. I might try that. If I got signal, I'll probably do that backdoor thing that Bork showed me how to do. That'd be cool.
So, Trader Joe, hello, how many acres do you have? Soil Map Man said that is a very personal question, Trader Joe. Yep, and it's one that I never answer, so.
Enough.
Somebody asked me that the other day on the YouTube video. How many acres do you work? I said all of them if Mother Nature cooperates. I mean, it's kind of like, I was never going to get into this on a YouTube video because I know other YouTubers have, but it's kind of like that corn star there, and I think I've said this before, out in Wisconsin, that started when he was like 21 and now he's 24. I mean, it's like my last video with the new disc.
Yeah, but his dad.
I'm not going to tell everybody.
His dad was-
Well, I know, but I'm just saying what he does. He tells everybody everything. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for that. I don't ask you what you pay for things that you buy. And I'm not bitching at you, Joe. So, but I go through the things like I did in that one video, how my fertilizer is double, the fuel. I tell you those kind of things, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm at the end of the year, how much I paid for my fertilizer. I'm not going to tell you how much I made for all of my corn. I mean, I don't ask other people. I don't get why somebody like him would put that out there other than he's 24 and I'm 55. So I guess I can understand that. But
how about this? We're all in the fucking red. Because, what we at now? 8% inflation? That's fine. No mean tweets though in the morning.
I just don't think putting all your personal information out there and all your financial information out there, anybody,
it's called
not just me as a farmer, but anybody is a real smart idea in today's world.
OPSEC, right, Carl? OPSEC, operational security. Certain things people don't need to fucking know.
BTO says if Elon doesn't get Twitter, but at least I think it's going to expose more of the corruption. Oh, it absolutely is. Everything is exposing. It's no different than, I saw a thing today. Maybe it was on, Dan Bongino on Instagram. I saw a thing from Dan Bongino about Disney. How Disney is now tracking because they were asking people to call Disney. Well, I'm not going to waste my breath to go bitch out somebody at Disney that answers the phone who it's not their fault.
Right.
The person answering the phone. So, but I've never watched Disney Plus in my life, but my wife had it on her TV, and her and Chelsea would watch it for some shows.
The Mandalorian.
We canceled it. Disney Plus is gone.
This is the way.
I should have done a video, but I took my one Disney sweatshirt that you've all seen, the one that I would wear out here because it was the only real zip-up sweatshirt hoodie that I had. I threw it in the dumpster. It's in a landfill somewhere now. I should have burned it on a video, but I didn't. So basically, we're done with Disney, like millions of other people are.
Oh, yeah.
But that goes back to my point earlier about how Disney's in China. Let's not forget that. China.
Say what you want about
Uyghurs.
They do have some smart
China. Nike. China. Child slavery. China. Enough said, okay? Disney, it's okay to be woke here, but Disney knows if they're woke in China, that ain't fucking happening.
Well, that's what I was gonna get. I read somebody had reposted on the fucking InstaFace. I don't know, the CEO of Disney tweeted it out or whatever. Said, I did what the woke fucking mob wanted us to do, or whatever. And now, literally within a day, the parks are like half empty. And, overwhelming like pushback. Well, yeah, because when there's only 7% of the nation that wants this shit, you got 93% of the people that are saying, fuck you.
And that's fine. You 7%, you be you, I'll be me. Same thing like I've always said with the vid, everything. You be you, I'll be me. But you don't need to push it down the other 93%'s throat. You don't need a day. You don't need a month. You don't need your flag. You don't need all this. I mean,
how are you that oppressed? I'm thinking that their oppression must be from they're not allowed to vocalize it or whatever. But do you see heterosexuals running around fucking yelling about how they like their heterosexual sex or whatever? We don't have a month or a flag. We're just here.
Yep, I agree with you.
We procreate and, make kids the natural way and shit.
IH Farmer, I agree with you. Sad to say, but public office isn't worth it. You did a full and partial term as town supervisor. One person alone can't make a difference. Only will chase your tail. Yep.
Unfortunately, he's a perfect fucking example. Guy's got a little bit of common sense between his fucking ears, and you just fucking beat your head against the wall, and you get fucking frustrated and fucking bent, and you leave. Well, what's that leave to get? Who's the next person that's gonna walk in there and represent? What are they gonna do?
There's nothing more frustrating like when I was a Republican, because y'all know I switched to NOP, no official party, that when you go into a caucus, and I still caucus with the Republicans,
Whatever that means.
maybe not all the time. Caucus is when your group gets together and, tries to decide what they want to do versus what the other group wants to do.
Basically just bullshit each other.
Yeah. But what's really depressing and shows you exactly why politics is the way it is today is when you go into a caucus and you spend an hour in there and you all agree on something and you come out onto the floor to vote and the fucking vote is 2 or 3 different than what you all had, there was 90 in there and only 6 of you ended up voting the way that you decided.
You don't call any of those people?
Oh, yeah.
I would. Hey, fuckface.
But
you just fucking said this behind closed doors. Why you fucking flip-flopping?
Carl says, from the KKK to Antifa and BLM, the Democrats are the oldest, largest, and most successful in American history. Exactly.
Yep. Same fucking political parties we've had since the Civil War.
What's up, Butterbean?
Weird. And speaking of those 2 terrorist organizations, they've been awful quiet lately.
Well, that's because when you spend $6 million on fancy houses in neighborhoods that are only 0.04% minority.
How is that group uplifted the black community at all?
They haven't given a dime. A dime.
How much money have they invested, right? But we're supposed to think on that.
Let's see, Breonna Taylor, one of the faces of it there that got killed and all that, and that they were fighting for. Her parents have even come out now and said, BLM hasn't given us a dime. BLM hasn't given shit to the so-called oppressed black community.
The leaders are living fed on the hog.
They got some nice fucking homes in white neighborhoods now.
$1 million mansions, probably gated, probably protected with armed guards, just like these politicians that want to take our guns away. But that's fine. Nothing to see here, right? Go fuck yourself. So fucking sick of it. Maybe I will. If you're not gonna go, maybe I will. But yeah, they probably wouldn't vote for me.
Rick Steele says, I hope you stay in the legislature. We need more common sense people like you. Yeah, well.
If I knew more about like real politics and not just about bitching about it, I might.
So Rick, I'm not sure where you live right now. So I don't know what district you would be in with this redistricting. I know where your families have lived over time, but. So like I said, I would be in one, which would change to Ira, Sterling, and Victory. So I don't know if you was.
I've lived in Sterling and Ira. Does
I don't know
that
if you're
count?
Victory. Heck wild. My sister-in-law always asks me how much I planted, how many cattle I have, and my reply is always all of them.
Yeah, all.
Joe Mama says
Joe
Trump
Mama.
2024. Joe Mama, are you new? That name sounds new.
familiar.
For not being highly advertised, we got 144.
It's not too bad.
142.
Here's my
it.
here's my utopia that Trump and DeSantis run together. Trump fixes everything that has been fucked up.
Well, that could give us 12 years. That would be pretty awesome.
And then DeSantis will be the president for the next 4 years or 8 years after that. So 12 years. And then I guarantee it would take that long to fix all the horse shit that's happened in the last 400 plus fucking days.
All right, German Warrior, I agree with you 100%. The media is never going to tell you the truth.
Fuck no.
Or the reason why the guy who rides the horse without his shirt went into that corrupt.
I'm telling you.
Corrupt country that he's trying to take over.
That whole fucking scenario over there stinks of high heaven. And I get people with the flag. I see the flags. I mean,
and yes,
the only time
leader
that
is
annoys
a fraud.
me, this is the part that annoys the piss out of me. I'll be driving around, because the guy travels in his business, whatever, and I'll see that nation's flag, but I won't fucking see our flag in the yard, so that's fucking fine, right? No, I don't fucking get that shit. I get supporting those people because, fucking cheer. I do too, but.
I support the people of both countries, not their leaders.
Yeah, let's fucking remember down what happened in that one country with a certain president's fucking son and a bunch of other elected officials' fucking offspring working for a certain energy company making millions upon millions of dollars. That country is some of our elected officials' fucking laundromat. Fucking fight me in the comments, I guarantee it. So something is fucking fucky. And here's the other thing, right? This certain country that's unnamed is like this big, right? This fucking big, right? And the other country is like this fucking big and probably has the second largest military on the face of the fucking planet. and could run them fuckers over in 2 fucking days. But no, we got farmers towing away tanks, right? Right? No, I don't fucking think so. That's just fucking weird. Like, they could go in there literally in 2 days and just level it. Why not? Why not? Somebody explain me down why not. Something fucky is going on over there, and obviously our fucking media won't fucking cover none of it.
Bork says he doesn't pay over $500 for anything because he's broke.
Oh, that's bullshit.
William
We
Hess.
got $500 worth of Budweiser in the goddamn refrigerator.
William Hess says that we should look at Google Earth at Norwich, near the northeast part of it, how much land has been taken for solar. Yeah, I mean, well, see, I did the math on the one here when we had a couple of millennials into one of our ledge meetings talking about the 30-acre one that we're doing in Auburn. You know, and it would sustain 500 people. Well, to do the size of our county, the amount of people in our county, you'd be looking at, close to between 4,500 and 5,000 acres that would have to be taken out.
How long is
Do y'all want to eat? Do y'all want to have clothes? I mean, you take agriculture away.
Oh, don't you know you just go to the store?
Yeah.
Why do you gotta kill all these cows? You just go to the store. There's people that think that, y'all. I'm not even fucking joking. Me and my youngest son were.
Joe Mama says,
he fucking-
R.I.P. Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, no shit. What gender is Mickey Mouse now? Is there Minnie Mouse or are they both? What are they? Where are they now?
It's like they're new when you go into the parks. Because I've told you before, we took Chelsea, when we sold the cows, we actually could go somewhere. We had taken Chelsea to Disney when she was younger and whatnot. And when you used to walk in, it was, welcome boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. Well, they don't do that anymore because that's the woke bullshit.
Things.
Now it's welcome people and all this shit. And so my question is, because nobody seems to ask this question, and we haven't heard it from Disney, are the prince and princesses now not princes and princesses? Or is the queen in some of their movies and get the kings and all that kind of, what are all they now? Are we going to redo every movie? And speaking of movies, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a new movie coming out where they had to delete a gay scene or something for the release of it in China. Really, Disney? You had to release that or take that out for the release in China?
But we can watch it over here.
And you have a Disneyland in China too? Woke Disney? Come on. It's not Walt
I hope
Disney
you go
anymore.
fucking broke and go tits up. Fuck you.
And the problem is woke Disney, because it ain't Walt Disney anymore, is making old Walt roll over in his fucking grave right now.
Technicality, he was kind of a Nazi, so, there's that. Maybe. Everything's a joke.
You're right, Cousin Scott. China wants to run everything and they want to be the world power. Exactly.
And the way it's going, it's gonna fucking happen.
I mean, Jackie, and the UN is just bringing up the Uyghurs now. Yeah. Like, hasn't happened, okay, seems we can't say certain things, but that certain country that might be getting invaded right now, Dan Boss, that's all I'm going to say. DANBOSS, I think it is how it's spelled. Dan Boss, just look it up, and you'll realize what a great leader that country's leader is, too. He's no different than the one that's trying to invade him right now.
He's full of propaganda bullshit. He
But
played the president on TV.
But that goes back to the blowing sunshine up people's asses.
Blowing
to
smoke.
Make it look like, blowing
smoke.
smoke. Exactly, Mad Moose. That goes back to the leaders being, saying what they gotta say.
Tell me what I want to hear.
Yep.
Don't tell me the truth. Don't tell me what you're really gonna do. Just tell me what I want to hear. Fucking
Tom Vicari, Lieutenant Colonel Daddy 71.
Sir?
Are you actually an ex-military or something like that? But I think you're following me on Instagram too, aren't you? And I think you're fairly new too, aren't you? Just tell me if you are. But he says some guys are pretty detailed, that a guy from town trash talked to my face because I rent half my land. 60% of all farmland is rented in the U.S. Yeah. Well, yeah. And what's the percentage? What's the percentage that's owned by China?
Yeah. Look that fucking shit up. How much property is owned in America by China or Saudi
Carl,
Arabia?
exactly.
Carl!
You're still waiting to hear a right that gays don't have. Exactly. I'm still waiting to hear a right that any so-called minority doesn't have. Where are the women's rights people who would
Right.
bitch up a storm 5 years ago, but now all of a sudden it's okay for 18 to 19, 20-year-old girls to get piss pounded into the fucking ground by a
Trans.
Amazon man in the swimming competitions?
Or
that's okay.
literally get their fucking brains beat out of them in a UFC fight. I can't remember the chick's name, but she literally was hospitalized because she didn't know she was fighting a trans fucking woman fighter and got fucked up.
I don't know if I've said this on YouTube yet because I think it happened since our last live stream, but Chelsea just here a week or two ago, because I know some of you saw it on Instagram and was congratulating her. Chelsea's on the outdoor track team. She just broke the 100-meter record that was set in 1984 for girls in Cato.
Yeet, yeet.
She broke the 200-meter record at the same meet that was from 2004. And I don't know if it was you, Mark, or who, but somebody made the smart-ass comment that could wind up being true someday that, well, yeah, she may not hold the record as long because some
boy
trans will end up breaking the record and taking it away from her.
Like, I think it's like it's a weird disease now in school. Like, these kids think it's like cool to like do it or whatever. You know, come out as trans or whatever. So that way they're treated special.
Oh, did you know a heterosexual flag is yellow and black? I didn't.
Yeah. I don't have one.
Don't pay attention, so.
I have a black American flag and a Gadsden flag. They're black and yellow. Does that count? Where's my fucking month then? God damn it. If I got a flag.
Yeah, Butterbean wants a month for husbands and wives.
Yeah, what the fuck? I mean, look at all the shit we gotta go through. You know, raising kids, little dinks. You know, fucking destroying your house, eating you out of house and home. Leaving all the goddamn lights on all the time.
Jackie says she's talking to Carl. It's like I keep saying, it's time to rise up and take the rainbow back. The leprechauns need it to find their pot of gold.
Yeah, no shit. You know why leprechauns are giggling? When they run through the grass, it tickles their balls.
Yeah. Mike Blake, that's the problem. These leftists run around pushing their agendas and the conservatives just stand there and take it, and that shit has to stop. Exactly. And the problem is,
why do you think we're sitting here?
And the problem is when one elected official, such as myself, doesn't just sit quietly and let them do the bullshit.
Racist.
Yeah. So what happens? The rest of them see what happens to me.
I'm not doing that.
And, well, geez, that might hurt their re-election, so they don't want to,
Yeah, because county legislators are just rolling in fucking coins.
Yeah.
You know, that's tons of money. The upward mobility from county legislator to the White House is just massive, right? I mean, oh my God, you got so much to fucking lose. Quit being a fucking pussy.
Yeah, IH Farmer says, I can still attend meetings after leaving office and act like an asshole from the opposite side of the table.
Perfect.
Yeah, I could go every month and,
you should totally
get under the public to be heard section and trash people like they came in and trashed me.
Let's go do that. I'm telling you right now, let's go do that. I'll go with you. I don't know a lot, but I know enough.
You're right.
I know that my tax dollars being fucking squandered, county level and fucking federal level, big time. But oh no, that's fucking fine. You fucktards can just decide what you want to do with my fucking money. Fuck you. Meanwhile, don't forget tax time is tax deadline is Monday, and I'm gonna be late.
Exactly, Murph. Never give your guns up like we did here because your rights go next. Exactly.
Never.
Yep. Woke used to be called political correctness. Exactly,
fuck
Jackie.
That shit. It was garbage then. It's still garbage now.
You're right, Carl. I figured that too. Hunter's computer might get him impeached, but it'll be after the midterms.
Oh, yeah.
Everything that's going to happen to him is going to be after the midterms.
Oh,
and that's
if there's an election, because like that video I sent you.
And if the Democrats still are in power after the midterms, I said this, a buddy was here the other day. And we were talking about some of this shit, and like I told him, it's no different than the schools. Like all the years I was asked to be on the school board, and I said no, unless you find me 3 or 4 other people like me, because I'm not gonna just sit there and be the one vote like I am a lot of times up in the county. But like I told him, I said, we can blame the politicians all we want, because they're fucking useless, lying assholes who blow sunshine up people's asses. But it's time to lay the blame where it needs to be laid, and that's on the stupid fucks that walk into the voter booth and check the box.
Oh, yeah.
Because
they've been telling me exactly what I want to hear.
as long
I
as
don't
you
think
keep
for
voting
myself.
for that shit,
I don't think for myself. I listen to the media because they tell me the truth every fucking night. Fucking idiots.
you're right, Butterbean. You wish you could support America's leaders, but you don't know who is leading. Well, you know, Obama, remember, he said he wished he could have that 3rd term where he could sit in his basement
wouldn't doubt it.
in his sweats.
I
and
wouldn't fucking
have
doubt
the
it.
old earpiece thing. And
Wouldn't doubt it.
Dick Missile Jr.
Dick Missile!
just came in from cutting firewood. Well, it's about time you got here, Missile.
You're like, we got about.
You're right, Mr. Bill. We got to fire the entire FBI, DOJ, and CIA.
They're all
Yep.
fucking corrupt as fuck. I mean, they literally were caught. Hillary Clinton's fucking, her whole campaign was caught. They spied during the election, and they spied on a sitting president, and what has happened? Nothing has happened. I want fucking heads. I want people fucking hung for this shit. But oh no, it's the wrong political party. If it was Republicans, holy
Yes.
fuck, it'd be mainstream media every goddamn fucking day.
I know I'm behind, so shut up. Tom, you're exactly right. Politicians create the problems so that they can supposedly create the solutions, but like you said,
But,
they can't do it
yeah.
correctly.
A perfect representation is the life that we all been living for the last 2 fucking years. Never let a good fucking, oh shit, what is it?
Okay, Rick, yeah. But wasn't your dad, was that Victory where you grew up, was that Victory? I guess that's my question.
Victory.
I don't know if your family's still over there or not, but
Never let a good crisis go to waste. There we go.
yep.
Fucking cocksuckers. I really don't. There's only like a small handful that I really give a shit. The rest of them are fucking, like, Teddy Cruz doesn't blow my skirt up. Where the fuck was he
Well,
at before Trump?
Eric DeGroat says they're trying to put a 1,200-acre solar farm in Center, New York. The public is fighting it. Yeah, they're fighting it here too. But here's another, just briefly, in case there's still some progressive libtards watching. Maybe the woman who, told me I was a disappointment is watching.
How come no one ever fucks with me?
She also doesn't like the F word. I don't fucking
Fuck
care.
you!
But anyways,
How's that?
part of the problem
Yeah,
is with
words.
these solar companies are, and I had them stop here, and this woman is proud of herself because they're farmers too, and they turned down the big money. Well, you're not the only one, sweetheart. There's others of us that turned it down too.
Well, if
I
you
actually
want the
told the
solar
guy he
farm,
had 2
park it on
choices:
your property.
get in his car on his own free will, or I could put him in his fucking car. And he finally decided I wasn't kidding, and he got in his car. But they went to the neighbor's farm too. But here's the difference: the town where it's being put in is now the horse is out of the barn, in plain English. They never had a comprehensive plan. Their zoning laws, everything was fucked, in plain English. Don't quote me, but somewhere between 10 and 15 years ago, I sat on the IRA Land Preservation Comprehensive Board that we did.
How do I
We
get
have a zoning, we have our shit together. Does it mean those things can't happen here? No, but it means it's a lot harder. So these companies look and they go, oh, look,
Their shit's
this
not
town
together.
ain't got their shit together.
Let's go fuck
Let's
with
go
that.
in there, find 2 old farmers that want to retire as millionaires because they're going to make $2,000 an acre, roughly, to have a solar farm. You can't blame the farmers for wanting to retire rich. But again, go back to the problem.
Where's your morals at?
The people who didn't have their shit together to start with. Now, I'm not downing the people of that town because I represent them. But that's part of the problem why they picked you before they picked neighboring towns. And now you're trying to fix the problems, getting your comprehensive plan and stuff. But like I said, the horse is already out of the barn. So
If you were unfuckable with to begin with, you wouldn't be fucked with. So that progressive bitch that was bitch, she's a farmer.
Yeah.
And she's bitching about the solar. Why didn't she give up her fucking farm to put the goddamn solar panels on?
No,
If it's so fucking great.
No, she wasn't. She's not for it. She's against it. She's just bitching at me for not coming to meetings to bitch against it as the county legislator who can do nothing. Because I would come to the
So
meeting.
evidently she was uneducated.
I would come to the meeting and piss the people off by telling them they should have had their shit together to start with. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but that's part of the problem.
Huh.
And there's nothing I can do about it, so I'm not going to waste my time coming to a fucking meeting.
That's not gonna do nothing.
Tom, you're retired. Well, thanks for your service.
Is that the lieutenant colonel?
Yes.
Yes, sir. What branch? Just curious. Army, 20.
Oh,
20
Bob Smith's got a good one here. BLM bought a mansion in downtown Toronto for 8.1 million cash.
Jesus.
And this mansion was the former headquarters of the Canadian Communist Party.
Oh.
If that's true,
Isn't
which we
that
don't know,
neat?
this is what he is saying.
Well, that's just
Again, it goes along with the ones that they're buying in California and every other place, so.
Sure. Communist Party. Huh. Neat. Neat.
Yeah, exactly, Carl. Why didn't the guy who rode the horse without his shirt do the invasion when his so-called puppet
was-
Trump
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
in the White House?
Fuck you! Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah. I'm
Hillary
going-
has now been fined for her Russian collusion that was supposed to be Trump's.
Fine.
But
Fucking fine.
she also spied on a sitting president,
Nothing is happening.
and nothing is going to happen.
They got one guy that's on the hook so far.
Thanks, Sharon. Happy Easter to you too.
There's like the InstaFace post. Some of you might have seen it. It's going around that allegedly, Hillary Clinton has said that if she goes down, she's going to take half of DC with her. Okay, please do. Let's make this happen. Like, can we do it tomorrow? That'd be neat. Because fuck all those cocksuckers. All bought and paid for. They should wear fucking like fire suits like NASCAR drivers so that way we can see all their fucking sponsors. Fucking cocksuckers.
Mr. Bill says he's seen an interview with a
Yep.
75-year-old Vietnam vet that was over there fighting, said he wanted to do to the Ruskies what they did to him 25 years ago.
All right.
Well, it'd be more than 25, I think, but
Yeah, I'm a 75 model, and that's when that ended, and I'm 46.
no, we don't like our tax dollars going for crack pipes neither, Carl. Richter Farms, the vote is rigged. Yeah, you can't talk about that kind of stuff though, because, my opinion is, the vid is gonna come back really hard before November, so we're gonna have to do all mail-in votes. Our wonderful appointed governor, because she was never fucking elected to that position, she slid in after, grabbing fannies and killing grannies got tossed out. She's put like $4 million in New York's budget to send out prepaid, so people won't have to put their own fucking stamp on the envelope to send back their ballots. Imagine that. Hey Jim, your package is in transit. Universal. Oh, it just went away. He's getting messages on his phone. Oh, by the way, when I talk about the progressive libtards that might secretly still be watching, I haven't said anything about you in a while, Mark Madafrey. But if you're watching, are we still doing all the common sense things in this country to keep us all safe? Is our country going in the right direction there, buddy? Yeah. Jeff Merrick Sr., hello guys. Your package is in transit, whatever package that was.
I have a lot of cars coming for a certain Chevrolet. Pick them up in the truck. Well, that's the thing with these ag fails. They tell you everything you need to know.
Trader Joe's says, look, I don't understand your standpoint. China is bad, but Russia is good because
No.
Biden's son did something in the place he's invading.
Ain't none of them good.
Ain't none of them good. We never said that.
I stand with the people, not the governments.
Exactly.
That run the people.
Exactly. I stand with the people. I don't stand with the ones running the show.
Murph is our bro, He's Australian. Australia's government's totally proper fucked. I don't dislike Australians. Australians are cool. They got a neat accent. Fuck their government. Like, I'm not happy with any country's government. Look what has happened in the last 2 fucking years. Look at it. Any government official
Wait a
didn't
minute.
sign on to the fucking narrative.
So Trader Joe, you made a comment earlier too. Look, farmland owned by China and U.S. is okay. Why not?
Huh?
They will never control it.
Ha!
Oh, which side of the pillow are you on here, Joe? I'm just trying to understand. I mean, China buys up all the farmland, and
What do you suppose they're gonna do with it?
yeah. How do they not have control of it?
You do remember?
Do you have control of what you own right now? I mean,
you remember they're a communist country, right? Communist.
although
Communist.
did you ever see Ronald Reagan's statement there about how fascism will come about by liberalism, which will mean people will still own their own stuff. It's just
You won't.
you'll be controlled by the government as to what can happen with
Hey,
it.
you're planting corn this year. Well, I don't want to plant corn. Well, too fucking bad. You're gonna plant corn this year, and by the way, you're gonna make pennies on the dollar.
And if the leader of this country is kind of possibly in the pocket of old Xi Jinping ping pong ball,
Yeah. Like that shouldn't be okay with anyone. I don't think any other country on the face of the fucking planet, I don't give a shit what country it is, should own any property in America. This is our fucking land. We fought for it. We bled for it. So fuck you.
yeah, Lori says again, and where are the Republican Party? Yeah,
Nowhere.
I hear you.
Nowhere.
Jackie says it is true. BLM did buy that, and the Canadians aren't saying anything about it. Well, of course
Shocker
they're
there.
not. Lisa Goodale, conquest indeed. Yep, well, I'm just saying the truth. Rick, yes, they're still on Town Line Road. Okay, and I think that's victory, isn't it? So if I did run again, that would be my district, but I'm not sure. Not sure where the line is, but yeah, William Hess, only fined. What a joke. I know. Look at anything that's going on. I mean, there's still January 6th so-called insurrectionists that are sitting in jail, never been given fucking bail.
There's kids that turn 18 years old in federal prison, and nothing's happened. No court date, no nothing. They're still sitting there rotting. But this is land of the free, right? Sure. Y'all know why it's called an insurrection, right? Look this shit up. If you're convicted of inciting an insurrection, you're not allowed to run for public office. That's why they keep using that word. The liberal media with their fucking catchphrases and shit.
Josh says
Look
we
at
sound
any
like
one of the fucking alphabet
two Maine
soup.
fishermen.
Mean I don't have enough meaner.
Someday when I'm that way, though, I gotta hook up with you. So, especially because I want some good seafood. Dale Keogh, we need you on the county legislature. Agriculture rep's pretty limited. Yeah. Trader Joe's, yes, solar or wind is like the oil in the 1900s.
I'm not sold on it.
How is that? Because there's no fucking way this country will ever survive if we go all supposedly solar or wind.
Nope. Just Google up how many fucking, windmills, all these tree huggers want these fucking windmills, right? To save the planet. Okay, cool. Well, how many birds are killed by the fucking windmills? How often do you see a windmill running? I don't know how many I drive past here just in communist New York that are fucking sitting still, ain't doing a goddamn thing.
So Joe, let me ask you this, because some of your comments are pretty, anti-us type comments.
Which is fine.
But
Let's talk.
if you are a, Biden lover or whatever, I mean, give me his top 5 greatest hits so far in the 450 days that he's been. Oh, no, wait a minute. Let's go back to 50 years that he's been in.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, did you realize that, George Bush Jr. there, I think it was 2005, don't quote me on the years, nominated a black woman to be on the second highest below the Supreme, I think it's the Washington D.C.
Right. And he shook hands.
appeals court or whatever, and Joe was the deciding vote that shit canned her, and then in 2 years later, she actually got on because the Republicans got enough votes, but Joe still voted against her.
Right.
But now all of a sudden, Joe is, we got to have a black woman on the Supreme Court.
Let's not forget about the 85% tax on Social Security that he voted for too.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yep.
fine. Or I don't know if you're,
And the
I don't
taxes
know
he
if you're
wants to
collecting-
increase now
yeah,
on
I don't know if
people.
you're collecting Social Security yet, but you know, that's the president that you got now.
So give me Joe's top 5 greatest hits there,
And
if
I'm
you
not
would.
sold on this. Like, someone Google up how long a solar panel's good for, and tell me where they go when they're junk.
Well, go look at one of my Instagram stories I just put up. Look up where the
It's all about the environment.
look up where the windmill, the turbines there,
The blades.
the blades go, because they haven't quite figured out. Well, they know how to do some recycling, but they sure as the hell can't recycle all of them. So go look at the picture I put up of the bulldozer covering them all up
And
as
they-
they're burying them into the fucking earth.
And name me a fucking American company that's making solar panels. Pretty sure they're coming from Xi Jinping's fucking warehouse. So there's another, you know, get fucked. I mean, I've said this time and time again. I would gladly take a fucking 3/4 ton truck that's fucking, you know, gets fucking 8,000 miles to the fucking gallon or whatever. But you can't just fucking flip a switch and go, yup, you're fucking doing this. There's no infrastructure in this fucking country for that shit. Our infrastructure is in the fucking dark ages, for Christ's sakes. We got telephone poles that are older than me. They're rotten to death. Fucking power lines older than fuck. Why is California asking people to stop charging their cars because they're over fucking juicing the grid? We're not ready for this shit. But
Gerald,
oh no, they're gonna line in their fucking pockets. Don't be fucking fooled.
Gerald Talsma, are you new? Because that name sounds new.
Yes.
You got January 6th locked up here in Canada, still have truckers locked up because of Fidel Castro Jr. Trudeau
Yep.
and his Nazis. Yep.
For what reason? What are they being charged for?
Well, IH Farmer, you're right. We're bankrupting ourselves here with the whole go green thing. But like I've said before, and I've said it on here, you know, the whole chip shortage and all this kind of shit that's going on now, and the stuff that they need to make the batteries for all these electric cars. These minerals are being dug out of the ground in China. By big black blow smoke, as Mad Moose's shirts say, so y'all better buy them when they get online.
Yeah.
Big blow smoke machines, putting it on a big old barge, going across that big puddle of water, going blowing the old smoke out
Yeah.
to come here and get unloaded and put on a truck. End of story.
How dare you? How dare you? You ruined my childhood. Just, again, like that video I did a couple weeks ago. What's the difference between us fucking digging up oil?
Yeah, and they're killing
You
the
know,
bald eagles too, exactly.
You know, digging up our fucking oil on this on our property, or buying it from somebody else at an exonerated rate and having it fucking boated over across the big ass pond, pumping more fucking carbons up in the goddamn. Again,
Okay,
it's
good.
a joke.
Josh Wellner. They want 186 windmills off of Montauk, New York, where the lines come ashore. They're going to pump 8 million gallons of seawater a day to cool that and then dump it back into the ocean at 90 degrees. Think about that. There's always an underlying story that they don't tell you
So how-
and people don't think about.
So what's 90-degree water do for the sea life? I'm just curious. I'm not a fisherman or anything like that. So I mean, it can't be good because it's not natural for that water to be 90
Well,
fucking
exactly,
degrees.
Butterbean. I know what he's done.
Weird. But everything's fine, right? Everything's fine. You know, we have the stoic grandpa as the fucking
Stan Dudek, what's up?
Dudek. The stoic grandpa.
Final
president.
vid-19 name will be socialism. Exactly.
Yep. That's all. That was their plan. You know?
Janice Farms, what's up?
Just look at the.
Just south of here.
Just look at the World Economic Forum's fucking plan. I mean, you can plot whatever's gonna happen in the world off of them motherfuckers. You be a goddamn psychic.
All right, Rick.
I mean, they called the pandemic years ago. Weird. Now they're calling that there's gonna be a cyber pandemic of some sorts.
Exactly, Janice Farms. We
Weird.
can't- Like he just said, no different here too. I mean, you can't handle. You get them heat stretches there of 90 plus degrees. You always see them, warning to, whether you like it or not, turn your air conditioner up to 70 instead of 68, the electric
yeah.
grid, the electric grid, the electric grid. Well, how the fuck is anybody gonna travel around? Tell me, I said this, I haven't said this since, because obviously we haven't done one since I went to South Carolina. But when I went to South Carolina, I can't swear by this, so I'm just guessing. But I'm telling you, going down 81, Route 17, I-95, one out of every 5 or 6 vehicles you saw was some sort of truck, whether it be like a van truck, a tractor trailer, something delivering. Are those all gonna be electric? How's the electric truck gonna work that's also a reefer truck to keep something cool? I mean,
I mean, you could supplement, you know, from like if it's a local delivery truck, you know, because you got over the road freight, and then that goes to a distribution place, and then you get the local trucks, the day cabbers. Cool, make them electric. City buses, make them electric. School buses, let's make them electric. I'm not against that kind of shit, but you have to have the infrastructure to support it. You can't just jam it down somebody's throat and just say, do this now, when there's, you know, it'd be like me fucking putting the shingles on a house that doesn't even have the basement fucking dug yet. That's a little hard to do. There's nothing here.
I don't know, Jason Roberts, you know, this is your numbers. I don't know if it's true or not. I can't tell you this, but a Cat 994H loader, he says burns 1,800 gallons in a 12-hour shift to move 500,000 tons of earth in order to get enough minerals to make 1 Tesla battery. I don't know if that's true or not, but the point
Sounds about right.
the point is you're burning a lot of blow smoke.
Yeah, yeah.
And yes, we know how well batteries work in fucking cold ass climates too, so.
I got a bunch of.
All right, Trader Joe is back.
I got a replacement.
He wants to reply. Number 1, if investors want to spend their money in our country, that's okay. Black dirt, the largest part of fertile soil on earth, will forever remain within the borders of the United States. Okay, so you're good with, so will all of the fucking 1 million people plus a year coming across our southern border. They'll always remain in the United States too, because for some reason we're not gonna ever get rid of any of them. So you're okay with any kind of foreign invasion, but it's okay for foreign countries to decide who and what comes into their country.
And have you even thought about why?
Still waiting for your top 5 greatest hits of Joe, though.
Why do they want to invest in fertile American soil? Why? I mean, it's either about money or control or all the above. Like, no, I don't sign on to that. Fuck you and your investments. Go invest in your own country, touch hole.
And you're right, William House. The U.S. only puts out 5 to 10% of all the greenhouse gas in the entire world.
Yeah.
So it's no different. I had this discussion with the insurance guy. You live in an area where you go out and spend $50,000, a new deck, new roof, landscaping around your house.
50 grand.
Your neighbors, the next 2 houses on each side of you are absolute fucking dump pieces of shit. Your taxes go up for improving your place.
Yep.
Their taxes never go up. When you try to sell, the person coming in is going to look at the shitholes on both sides of your place. So you're not going to get the value out of it. So instead, you should get a discount, and the shitholes should get taxed more to clean their shitholes up.
Yeah, I've been saying that for fucking years. When I built the first house over yonder, a couple of streets over, and I was getting a 5% fucking tax bump every fucking year, and I didn't do anything. And the tax assessor's like, oh, well, you know, it's for your benefit. How the fuck is this for my benefit? I'm fucking spending more money in taxes. Oh, but your house is worth more. Yeah, but down the street, this asshole's got 5 junk cars out in the front yard, fucking shit all over the fucking place. Are you bumping him 5%? Fuck no.
Janice Stiegel, nothing is so permanent as a temporary government program.
Yeah.
That's you, Tom. He gives us the top 5s.
Oh, here we
He gives us entertainment. He keeps news running with his antics. Great video clips. Teaches us about dementia. Gives other countries more advantages. Gives away free money.
Yeah. Our fucking money.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Pretty much it.
Yep. 8% inflation. Oh, but COVID.
Yeah, Carl wants to know, how about an electric tank?
Yeah, sure. How far that gonna go, Carl? Fuck. Shit.
Yeah. Florida Joe says, plug that tractor in behind you. I know, it's this stupid shit. It's like that woman who, wanted to be green and help the environment, fell for all the bullshit and bought the electric car, got about 300 miles and had to stop for an hour or so to charge the fucking thing, where I can go to the gas station, 5 minutes, poop,
Well,
I'm back on the fucking road.
let's back the truck up to earlier in the fucking video. You don't want to go green, right? Well, he went down to South Carolina. They don't fucking recycle whatsoever.
Yeah,
Pennsylvania won't recycle glass bottles.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, then what the fuck?
Here in
Start at the fucking lowest level,
here
I
in
guess.
communist New York, this beer can is a nickel.
Nickel.
Soda, my Coke bottles are a nickel. You buy a fucking lemonade,
Nope.
identical to this, identical, made of the same fucking material,
Aluminum.
not worth a nickel, because it's a non-carbonated drink.
What the fuck? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a
What's it
chemist.
matter? What's inside the aluminum?
It's still aluminum. Like, what the fuck?
So that's your government. There's some common sense things, huh, Mark? Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Ugh.
It's just the pile of horse shit.
Tom Beccario, Lieutenant Colonel Daddy. I'm just going to call you
Sir?
Lieutenant Colonel Daddy.
LT.
I like CO2. My crops won't grow without it. Anytime
Right.
the liberal brings it up, I correct them and call it plant food. Well, yeah. Well,
I mean, not for nothing, but the Amazon has actually grown
yeah,
because
well,
of all the CO2.
You obviously haven't
You're welcome.
been with us that long because I don't remember your name and whatnot, but we've discussed this in prior months. Are we going to do away with all the woods and trees? And I mean, these things
Minimize
take
your
that
carbon
and
footprint.
pull it in for their survival. But we're gonna be carbon free. Well, then we're gonna not have anything fucking green around us. Neither. We want to go green, but we want to kill everything green. Apparently, that uses the fucking CO2 to survive and turn into plant food.
Look up, it's on the YouTube somewhere. Look up Uncle Teddy Nugent. Love the guy. Look up him talking about how these fuckers planting their, what the fuck is that shit? The soy garbage, soy burger and soy milk and all this other shit. And all the animals that are killed just to plant their green fucking burgers or whatever. But, cow farts are killing the fucking ozone or whatever.
All right, Trader Joe's back. Why? Because it's a small but steady return. LOL. What are you talking about? The land that China's buying? I mean,
Fuck any other country.
Joe. See, now I know you're a progressive libtard because at least you haven't mentioned Trump yet, like most do. But you keep bypassing the question. Give us the top 5 hit list of Joe's greatest hits. Come on.
And explain to me, give me a better reason why this return shit. No other country should own any dirt in America. Period. Fuck your return, fuck your investment. If you want to invest in your own goddamn country. Stay the fuck out of mine. I'm sorry. 20-something years in the military, I was taught, communism bad. I don't want communist countries owning dirt in my country. Just fucking say it.
All right.
They got no need. None. Zero. Nada.
Janice Farms, you got a point there. This could be, there's no chip shortage. They're just trying to push electric stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And what better way to get rid of gas vehicles than to make an excuse? It's all bull saying there's a shortage of chips.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Possibility. There's probably a lot to do with it there. But
Janice? What's her name?
Janice Farms from Weedsport.
You
I also think you're partially right, but I also think that a lot of this stuff is made in China. And they're not, because China ain't stupid. They know that when they got you by the balls, they can.
This is just a rabbit hole that guy went down one night. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but hear me out. So, we all know the debacle in Afghanistan, right? Right. Okay, cool. We all know that Papa Joe is in Xi Jinping's back pocket, right? Right. Okay. So, allegedly, the Afghanistan soil is ripe with lithium.
What's up, old there?
Right? Still following me? Lithium, right? Allegedly. I don't know this for fact. Some of you might be able to Google it up. I don't know. Don't trust Google. But
Duck, go.
Well, even they've jumped on the liberal bandwagon.
Somewhat, yes.
Somewhat. But I read somewhere, the rabbit hole, that Papa Joe and probably Xi Jinping did a little backdoor deal, and we just whoop, got right the fuck out of there, left everything, so that way China can move in, harvest all this lithium that's in the dirt, and then sell it to us, and then probably Papa Joe got a kickback from it, and that's why we're getting this big push about the electric cars and all this other shit. Whether there's any truth to that, I don't know. I don't know if that's fact, but you know what? Nothing's far from reality anymore with,
All right,
with
so
the world that we're living in.
There's some good ones here. Stan Dudek, I don't know if there's any truth to this neither. This is what Stan says. Fire department do not know how to stop battery car fires.
Foam. But not all municipalities have foam.
Lori Saber electric tank with a windmill on top. William Hess, I believe this, William. Tidbit of non-useful information. $10 million in unclaimed return revenue every year in New York for cans and bottles. Yes. Well, and on a side note of that, we have a dumpster on the farm. Okay, if you go to the local town dumping station, like the people who buy a dump permit, which I'm assuming you do or don't.
I got a dumpster.
So,
It's
that's right, you got a dumpster.
something bucks a year. My
So
dad
they
fucking-
go and they have to separate their stuff. Well, all of our stuff goes in the dumpster. Today I just dumped both garbage cans out here in the shop because I was changing filters and servicing tractors till it fucking rained like usual. And I've actually had people, I won't say who and from where, say that most of the time when the trucks get to the fucking landfills anyhow, it's all dumped. It ain't separated.
Check it out on Netflix. You know where all of our plastic bottles go? They go to third world countries.
So when a landfill is
it's on
capped,
Netflix, for fuck's sake.
when a landfill is capped, why aren't we putting solar panels on them?
Yeah, it's fucking desolate land. You can't do a goddamn thing with it. Solar panels, fucking windmill, the fuck out of that shit.
Lisa Goodale says she has 14 people living in the house next door. The garbage is being burned. Teens are pregnant. It's a hot mess. We would love to sell, but afraid as hell is trying. It's embarrassing. Yeah.
It's great. It's everywhere.
Now, Fred Gervin, again, this is Fred saying this, not
Fred.
me, because I don't know if this is true or not. Are you new, Fred? That name sounds new.
Yeah, Fred said, yeah.
The ship that burned and sunk with all the luxury cars was due to one of the batteries catching fire.
Huh, weird. Well, remember a few years back when Samsung Notes kept on catching fire? Motherfucker had one light up on a goddamn airplane? That's a lithium battery, y'all. The frames are made out of it. Here's one for you, my youngest son, he's a smart feller. And I got nothing against Tesla. I think Elon Musk is a fucking great guy. He's a fucking brain. We need more dudes like that.
And he understands that we also need what he's doing plus.
And he understands that you can't just go straight to fucking
Exactly.
battery. But, so one of his earliest vehicles, I can't remember what year it came out. So you're talking 50, 60 grand, maybe 70 grand for one of his battery operated cars, right? Someone had bought one of the very first ones. The battery took a shit. Shocker there, right? Well, it's part of the chassis. The battery is the chassis / frame of the vehicle. I think it was like 25 to 30 grand to replace the battery. So are you going to drop, so you buy a vehicle and 8 years down the road, let's say you pay the thing off and you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to run the thing. Because I can't afford to drop another 70 grand on my battery operated car. Are you going to want to invest another $25,000 to $30,000 in a new lithium battery and God knows where you can take it to have it done? Like, we don't have the infrastructure to go straight to fucking battery operated anything. Slowly incorporate. Like, I'd love to have a hybrid 3/4 ton truck. I'd fucking buy one tomorrow.
All right, Trader Joe's back.
Here we go. Talk to me, Goose.
I am not an official supporter of Biden. I think he is too old and not capable anymore.
Well,
okay.
no shit.
Okay,
No
so
shit.
so I'll
There's
change
a-
I'll
there's
change
a-
the question for you then,
There's
Joe.
a great fucking option.
So give me your top 5, hit list for what the Democratic Party is doing for us, because we all know Joe is pudding brain and he ain't in control.
How about that
There you
laugh-
go.
that
I'm still
laughing
waiting
eye?
for that top 5 of
Yeah.
how much better we are
Yeah.
off now
Right.
than we were when the 4 years under Trump.
400 something days into this.
Come on.
And we're better, right? Sure. So
You're still skating there, Joe.
until gas is below $2 a gallon, the Democrat Party can fuck off past the fucking deer stand. We were energy independent a fucking year and a half, 2 years ago, and that geezer cocksucker sat there at that fucking desk and just kept signing his fucking name on bullshit. He didn't even fucking know what it was. It's on video. I don't even know what this is. Oh, just sign it.
All right, Murph, see you later.
So
Happy
fuck
Easter.
you and your fucking Democrat Party fucking fuck. Oh, God. But stop. You hurt people's feelings. Fuck your feelings. I can't stand I mean, I'm
You're right,
not the
cousin
smart-
Scott. Chips equal lithium.
Yeah.
Joe,
Lithium equals money.
here's another one. Joe, but this is Joe. This is Joe from Michigan.
There's a difference.
You guys are hilarious. Keep it up. You're right about everything. It sucks out there now and it all, but shit. It is. Everything's going to shit.
I mean, just stop for a second and just think. Don't listen.
Yes, Lisa Goodale, you're right. And when the batteries aren't recyclable, what are you gonna fucking do with all them?
Right, where we
'Cause
bury those?
All of us, him and his job, me as a farmer, we all have rechargeable batteries. They don't recharge forever.
And guess what I do with mine? I chuck them in the dumpster.
Yep.
And I'm assuming those probably just go to landfill. And maybe in about, I don't know, 1,500 years, it might turn into some sort of dirt that you probably wouldn't want to grow grass on. I'm just fucking saying. But like I was getting back to with, the other Joe guy, whatever the fuck, Trader Joe. That's a neat name, Trader. Like, just stop listening to the media and just think for a second.
That's the problem.
And
People
with
can't
everything that the progressive liberal Democrat Party is doing everything they're pushing right now. And please, use your brain and think, is this really good?
Well,
with all the sex crap,
here we
with the
go.
fucking trans garbage.
German
you know.
warrior. You got it exactly right. If the Go Greenie people really cared about the environment, they would be trying to clean up all the ocean pollution that has a mass of plastic as big as fucking Texas.
Yeah.
In the Pacific Ocean.
How about all this fucking bullshit
Exactly.
masks? These fucking bullshit masks that are floating around now. I see them fucking things on the goddamn ground everywhere.
Josh, how much do you see when you're out on the water as a fisherman? I mean,
Oh, he's probably disgusted.
just curious.
And that's right off our coast, not too far from here. But oh no, we gotta get rid of the gas guzzling cars and go battery. Fuck you. Nope. I'm disgusted.
Yeah, he is. I think Jackie and Tom, yes. I think Obama is getting his third term installed, just like he said.
Yep.
On whatever show it was, 2020, 60 Minutes, whatever.
He's down in his basement with his sweats on, with Mike upstairs, making a hot dog. Cause, that's what was her name? Oh, shit. Oh, god damn it.
What are you talking about?
When she outed fucking Michelle Obama as a trans.
I don't know.
And then a few months later, she died. She was that old geezer chick that was a badass comedian. God damn it, I can't remember her fucking name.
Yeah, put them in the landfill. I agree with you.
Oh, fuck. Damn it.
You're right, Scott. Pacific Ocean is China's dump.
But they're allowed to do that. But
Yep.
oh no, we got to conform. There's
Joan
no-
Rivers,
Joan Rivers. Yeah. Joan Rivers.
Lieutenant Colonel Daddy just told us that.
Yep. Then you've seen the video, sir, LT. You've seen it when she was on the steps there, and the guy like to ask her again.
Huh, take
I've
this,
seen
Alex.
pictures, man. I mean, there's some things in the
I'm
picture.
right on now, Alex, because I skipped a few. So you got here late, so I'm not behind. So there, take that.
Fella.
And you're shit out of luck, because we're out of here shortly.
Yeah, we got 15 mics. For those of you who don't know what that means, that's 15.
Oh, wait, Trader Joe's back.
Oh.
You might wonder, I agree, solar and wind farms are built because of federal subsidized. There have to be a backup plants in case there's not enough sun and wind.
What's
This
wrong with
new
nuclear
Green
power?
Deal don't add up yet. Exactly. Well, nuclear is great, but we gotta
There's-
go away with that.
I cannot, I need to bring my youngest son in on one of these things, because he's way smarter and he's got more. There's a certain metal, Carl, you might know. Like,
But if it ain't broke,
everyone's-
don't fix it. What's wrong with
everyone's
what we're
scared-
doing now?
everyone's scared shitless of the nuclear power plants, right? Because they're bad for the environment, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, think about when they were built and what was going on during that time when all these nuclear power plants were built. What are we talking, 60s, 70s? Wasn't there like some Cold War or something? And everyone's building up their nuclear warhead fucking arsenal? The same nuclear shit that was going in these power plants could be used for a nuclear warhead. I cannot remember the name of the I guess it's metal. I don't know. Carl, you might know because you're like one of those weird brains, but there's a way to build a nuclear power plant where when these two things touch or whatever, that's what creates the power. If there's an issue, you just separate them and there's no meltdown.
Yeah, it's not nuclear warhead shit we're building. It's nuclear power shit.
Yeah. But when you separate them, there's no meltdown like
Scott
Chernobyl.
says radium. Whatever that is, I don't know.
Uranium is the bad.
But here's my question, okay? Like I just
Imagine
said.
if they built a 2022 nuclear power plant. How safe and effective?
The old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
It's like the vid. You got all the people pushing how you got to get the dirt, you got to get the dirt,
fuck with
while we silence the ones who are saying, no, you shouldn't.
No.
We've been listening to, and Trader Joe, you apparently been listening to, Al Gore, 10 years, the oceans are going to rise.
Yeah, we're all going to die.
New York City's going to be swallowed up by the ocean. California.
And why is Obama living on the coast?
Yeah,
And
why do they all buy
fucking
oceanfront
Grandma
property?
Nancy just buy a $6 million joint in the coast of Florida?
But the point is,
Fuck you.
that was 1990s when Al Gore started that.
When we were kids, it was.
We're talking over 30 years ago. Then it was Bernie with the 10 years. Then it's AOC, because that bartender's so fucking smart. 10 years. Why don't you stop believing the bullshit that government officials keep pushing on you, that the sky is falling with what we're doing now, because it's not. And there's just, for every scientist you want to bring forward that says in 10 years, or every politician, we can bring forward one to match them that says, no, you're full of shit. But it's not happening. Can you see it happening in front of your own eyes? New York City's still there. There's a lot of us that wish it would have got swallowed up. But, we got to change. We got to do all these other shit. So those windmills can be fucking buried in the dirt because they can't recycle them. So those solar panels in 10 years can be leaking acid like a dude that lives in Conquest called me to tell me the truth about solar because he worked for one of those companies. So he's a fucking hypocrite who can take a paycheck from one of those companies and tell me how they're going to leak acid into the ground after 10 years. But he can collect a paycheck from him, but he doesn't want one in his own backyard.
Sign me up to live on that property. How about no? If anything from this fucking COVID pandemic garbage has proven, and y'all 99.9992% of y'all that are in here now probably believe it too, is that all the rules and regulations that, the thems and theys want to push on us and tell us what to fucking do and how we're supposed to live our fucking lives, but then they turn around and don't even follow the same fucking rules. Well, I'm pretty goddamn sure that applies for every fucking ounce of horse shit they're trying to jam down our fucking throats.
See, I don't have a problem with this, Lieutenant Colonel Daddy. You said you have to admit I have 22 windmills and I lease the land and shop to the company that maintains them. I don't have a problem with that. It should be an individual's right to do. Here's my question. Like right here, this shop is 48 by 120 foot. This is the type of building, if I wanted to, that should have solar panels on top of it. Buildings, big roofs all over, not farmland. Okay, and again, I'm not trashing the people in the fucking village or the town that, I represent. It's just a fact that, like it or not, they didn't have their shit together and have a comprehensive plan and all that good stuff. So that's where these companies prey on. And like I said, they find some old landowners, which happen to be farmers usually, who want to retire rich. You can't tell them what they can and can't do with their
Are you
land.
telling me these solar companies are not getting a government kickback?
But here's the problem too.
How can they afford to pay
If
people
you're
$2,000
smart,
an acre?
you make sure you have one hell of a fucking bond that these cocksuckers have to have, so that when it comes time to decommission these, because they'll only
their
last
fucking problem.
30 years, and they skate out because there's one company that does the coming in and finding the place. There's another one that surveys. Then you got the ones that build it. Then you got the ones that maintain it. Then you got the ones that decommission it. In 30 years, half of them won't even be around. They'll be gone out of
Then
business.
what? Then what are you gonna do?
So they'll never come back to decommission it. And if you charge them a small amount in the bond, they don't care. They'll walk away and lose that. If you charge them up the ass, they'll think twice about doing it in your place. Or you'll still have the money to decommission it yourself when they aren't in business.
See, it's all about money. I did an addition.
Oh, wait, Josh is answering that question
Which one?
about when he's out fishing. And
Oh,
last summer, I was able to fill a 5-gallon bucket full of balloons and half of a 5-gallon bucket of face diapers a day and a quarter 5-gallon bucket of ice bags. I do go out of my way to pick all that crap up. Well, thank you.
good for you, man. Well, I mean, that's.
And I'm losing
that's-
my voice when I start getting pissed off.
And I mean, that's your business, so yeah. But I put it
Chanda, what's up? Okay, speaking of which, here's somebody from over there.
over yonder.
Yep, from said town. Solar companies have so many ways to go around loops. Yeah. And the state allows it because that's what Cuomo said. That's why they circumvented us to have zero authority in this, which is why I said earlier, in case you weren't in, Chanda, when we were in on all this, people can get pissed off at me for not coming to the meetings because this is what you're going to get when I do come to them, because we have zero authority and I'm not a fucking politician that's going to blow sunshine up people's asses and go, oh, I'll fix the problem for you. Not a problem. Have your state reps come in who actually get to vote on this
Yeah. Like
and stick it up their ass and see what they have to say. But,
Like they're gonna do fucking do.
well, they're not going to do anything. And I would hope that the state reps that we have, we're all voting against this anyhow, but you never know. But they'll still blow sunshine up everyone's ass and, oh, we'll fix the problem for you.
I mean, this is how deep shit goes. I was putting an addition on a house 2 years ago. Woman had solar panels on the back of the house. Cool, whatever. Well, I thought for a hot minute that
You're right, Cousin Scott.
to get more of a pitch on said addition, I might have to get up in said solar panels. I'd already bought and paid for a building permit for said addition. To move those solar panels, guess what I'd have to do? Get another fucking permit. And call the company to come out and relocate the fucking thing.
You're right, William. Tell the public a lie long enough, they will believe
money,
it.
money.
That's
Oh, yeah.
exactly what's happening.
Well, look at the
propaganda.
Russia,
Yeah.
Russia. And how many people fucking believe that shit? I can't remember
Because-
I can't remember the number of people that said they wouldn't have voted for Biden if they knew that the
Laptop
laptop
was
was
real.
real. And now we got
Now the
mainstream
mainstream media
media
say,
coming
"Oh,
out,
it is
well,
real."
it's real, but our bad.
Yeah.
And they're not held accountable? Fuck you.
But William House, that's the problem, though. There's too many lazy. Again, put the blame where it belongs. There's too many lazy fucking people that'll just listen to what the government says,
Yep,
or
yep.
whether it's an elected official, an appointed official, whatever they say, or whatever CNN's selling. Oh, that must be the truth.
Yep.
They wouldn't say it if it wasn't.
Right.
Rather than do their own homework.
Right.
Again, I'm tired of the whole vid thing,
Right.
but any of you can Google yourself up the whole,
Bullshit.
Pfizer things that are being forced to come out now, the paperwork,
Yeah.
read it.
And meanwhile, my
It's fucking scary.
my youngest son has to fucking take it so he can go to college and get a goddamn education and not be ostracized if I get him a religious exemption. But
Well, mine's gonna be ostracized because that's what she's getting, or that's what she's going
Yeah.
for. Gary Suma, funny part on solar panels here in northwest Indiana, they taking over 20,000 plus acres of ground and the non-local guys building them. Yeah,
well,
exactly. Say not
maybe
enough sun to
maybe
justify them.
Trader Joe. Maybe the Chinese own fucking property in America. Maybe they'll farm it for us, and then they can sell us some crops or whatever at, probably 10 times the rate that he probably sells his for. That's fine, right?
Well,
sure, whatever.
You're
Fucking joke. Or maybe they'll fucking put solar panels on the fucking thing.
But that's the thing here. These are companies from Florida coming to New York, okay? Coming to rural New York where for 5 months of the year,
I thought Florida was the sunshine
we
state.
live, yeah, exactly. We live in a fucking dungeon for 5 months of the year,
Yeah.
but we're gonna solar panel the shit out of it. When they can get away with all this, and the majority of that power goes right into the grid. This one up here in Auburn that'll only sustain 500 people, they're only doing a deal with NYSEG.
That's
Well,
wicked.
this whole end of the county pretty much is RG&E, a different company.
So
It's all a joke. I mean,
I'm sure there's math in there somewhere. So that farm that sustains 500 people, what's their electric bill every month, right? Let's figure that out. And then let's figure out how much that farm costs. And let's figure out how long that farm's gonna last. And then let's figure out where those solar panels are gonna go and how long they're gonna take
Well,
to rot in the fucking ground.
I will tell you right
and
now.
replace the fucking
Because
panels.
Lieutenant Colonel Daddy 71 just says decommissioning is, they bury them right there. It's really hilly ground. I'm hoping it ends up level.
Holy fuck. You fucking tree huggers.
Oh, Trader Joe deleted his message. Must be it wasn't good enough for
Come
us.
on. Don't go away mad. Let's talk about it. We haven't been that mean yet. We're just bringing up some common sense points.
Well, most of it does, Mike, go to the city, because the one that's being, the 30 acres behind what we call the public safety compound, whatever, up there in Auburn, it's where the soil and water building is, the jail, the sheriff's department, and all that.
Oh, where I gotta go to put pistols on my permit.
The 30 acres out behind that is where this farm is going that I'm talking about, the one in Auburn. And that's going directly into the line there. So yes, I won't even say 99.9. I'd be willing to say 100% of that electricity is going to right there, the city,
The towns and the cities are all on board, but why don't they just plant them all on their fucking municipal buildings? I mean, I had a customer that he bought the house with said solar panels on his barn. And he's like, yeah, my electric bill is like $70 a month in the winter. Summertime, the guy's banking it. Put them on your house. I mean, I'd love to put them on my fucking barn. I got a fucking great spot for them. Sure, I'm down with that. Cool. But when you're fucking taking up thousands of acres of just open ground to benefit, to accommodate 500 people.
Cousin Scott's.
No.
Good question, and I can answer that. If there was a civil war between libs and conservatives, who do you think will win? Hands down, it ain't the libs.
They're scared of the pew-pews.
Chanda, you just answered Mike Blake by saying yes, it goes to New York City. Well, it's no different than we're gonna have a serious garbage issue here in our county and in upstate New York in the near future, not too many years. And you know why? Because of all of New York City's fucking garbage that's been trucked up here to our landfills, filling them up. And then we're gonna get charged up the ass to figure out an alternative to do with our garbage up here.
But they won't. The millions of people like to live like rats and cordwood stacked on top of each other and think that's great. Cool. Whatever.
Yes, but you will get that 10% for a short period of time, Betty. You're not gonna get it forever. Jason Roberts says, yes, Florida is a sunshine state, but they have nuclear for energy.
Yeah. Because they're fucking smart. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. I mean, look at how Chernobyl went down. That was kind of sketchy. Russians do some sketchy.
Yes, they're the same company, Mark, but they're only doing the agreement with NYSEG, not with the RG&E customers.
Shocker. Too bad I'm, RG&E customer. I don't get no fucking deal. Let's get the bone.
Oh, Damon Young is in now. How's Truly?
What the fuck? Like, we're about ready to shut it down. Where you
He
been,
wants to
buddy?
know if we got our bags packed for the wedding reception.
Yeah.
Jesus, it keeps raining like this. I probably could come to it. We may not be planting by then.
Isn't it?
What the hell? It's 9 o'clock. We're getting ready to leave.
Right?
You're just
Shut
getting
it
here.
down. Where have you been?
Jesus.
Oh,
Everyone's missing.
I know.
Our back and forth
I
with
know
you and
what
Truly.
happened. She probably went to bed.
Oh yeah, now you can come out and play.
Now he's
Is Truly's sleeping or something?
love it, Truly. It's cool. You know, we're gonna convert you. You know.
Yeah, William Hess,
Red
Oswego
Pill.
New Plant Services in New York City, and New York City Trash is in Waterloo.
Great.
Yep.
Perfect. That's a great trade. Cunts. More political bullshit. The piles of bullshit.
Cousin Scott says New York's garbage comes through North Carolina every day on CSX, heading who knows where.
Right up here to the landfill over here, not too far. Well, 30-minute drive or so from here.
Seneca Meadows, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's where a lot of it
place
is.
fucking reeks. Look at those fucking air filters or whatever the fuck they
Jared B. in North Carolina, are you new? Because that sounds new.
North Carolina, put your flags
You
up.
guys are truth. Got solar sites going on all around my county. They call them solar farms. Yep.
Yep. And again, what are you supposed to do with those panels when they're junk?
Brian Cap says our county in northeast Indiana passed this shit. Government is only doing production farm ground, maybe to save the starve the people. Yep. We went for fish dinner, Damon said. Look, dude, what's more important on our night that we're doing this?
Friday.
Fish dinner or coming to see
That
us?
sound really good because the
Jesus.
guy's drinking his.
Where are you going on your honeymoon, by the way?
This is my Good Friday dinner right here. You're welcome. Bork, you should be proud.
Where are you going on your honeymoon?
Go to Florida. I hear it's really nice down there. Like all of it. Well, not all.
Betty says you should see all the trucks at Rodman landfill. Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Eric DeGroat. See you later, Eric. Have a good Easter.
Fucking throughway. There's fucking trucks up, was it, what was it, fucking, oh shit. They're right out of Weedsport there. Trash trucks.
Exactly. Taylor S. Aldridge. I will agree with you. I'm tired of the U.S. energy policy being made a partisan issue. It shouldn't be a left and right issue. I have no problem with hydro, solar, wind, as long as you don't have a problem with oil and gas. Exactly. There's a place for all of it. And like I said, my suggestion is you want to do the solar, you pick the roofs of big buildings and whatnot.
Every fucking municipal building in the country.
You just use your head. You don't use prime farmland because
feed
they're not
people.
going to make that ever again. It's, ugh.
But here's the thing. The people that are making this happen, they don't care. It doesn't affect them.
Edsky, what's up?
Look at during the pandemic. Let's everybody take a breath for a second, right? During a pandemic, do you think any of these representatives, are leaders,
Priest Farms.
political fucking leaders, do you think it affected them one fucking
Hey,
bit?
Damon, pay attention to the comment in front of yours, before yours, from Priest Farms. They go and get their fish dinner, come home and eat it while enjoying watching us.
Yeah.
So you and Truly get it right next time.
So these cocksuckers,
They're going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee on their honeymoon.
nice. Should stay there. Tennessee's a nice place. But all these cocksuckers, they're shoving all this crap down our goddamn throat. None of it affects them. None of it. I mean, what was it, the Energy Summit or whatever the fuck it was? How many personal fucking jets and cars they drove there, the carbon footprint of that fucking shit show.
Well, look at all their G20 meetings and all that shit. They all get
G-Summit and all that.
they all get there in their private jets.
Oh, yeah. But, say the plant, you need to turn your fucking thermostat down, but,
Just on that note, because I love playing golf and I love watching golf, the Masters last week, they showed I'll call it parking area of the little airport next door of all the private jets that the golfers showed up on.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. But it's because they're not bitching at me about burning my diesel fuel in my fucking tractors. It's when John Kerry travels all around the fucking world,
Well, you
and
know,
his excuse is he has to, so he
I'm
can get
important.
there quicker. 'cause
Where's
he's
your
important.
battery operated jet, you fucking touch hole? None of them fucking practice what they preach. How's that in layman's terms? They want all of us to pay for it and suffer while they just make the rules and just go about their fucking day. My words to that are, fuck you.
Exactly, Taylor. There's prime farmland is not ever going to be made again. And like Chanda, you just said, people that don't have issues with solar must not care for wildlife for future farmers.
Nope.
Like I said, solar has its place. If it's something individuals can decide.
When they get a mow down the Amazon.
Same
and
thing
put a
with the
solar
vid.
farm
Like
there.
I've said, you be you, I'll be me. Everybody should be able to make their own choice. If you want to put solar panels in your yard, go for it. I know people who have. I got a guy I rent some ground from. He's got some in his front yard. If you got to go out and fucking sweep them off in the winter to get the foot
Whatever.
of snow off, whatever.
Try to make it, try to save some money on the fucking
You want to
electric
put them
bill.
on your roof, whatever. But the state should not be allowed to come in and force you not to have any say in the matter to take away prime farmland.
Or make it monetarily incentively,
Yeah.
to some retiring farmer to sell off his fucking acreage at $2,000 an acre, that farmland will be gone forever just to put some fucking solar panels on to benefit how many people?
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break.
Anyways, all right. I'm pretty much caught up, and we've been over 2 hours now, so.
Yep. Time to shut it down.
It's getting chilly out because it's going to be in the 30s in the morning. So,
Great.
everyone,
That means everyone's gonna be in the house tomorrow.
all right, one more time. Everyone, have a happy Easter.
Mad Moose.
But y'all got to check out Mad Moose. It's going to be called Mad Moose Threads. Blow Smoke is
Yeet, yeet.
perfect for the discussion tonight.
Hell yeah.
So is the thing that you could interpret as a middle finger, but that's up to you. So,
Hell.
and again, I love this one with the utensil on it.
The utensils.
The utensil.
I use that for feed my family.
And I will keep you all in the loop as to when they get their website up for that. But you can call them and have them make you whatever you want, too. Plus, don't forget you can get my sweatshirt, t-shirt, hats, his stuff, too.
Yeah, yeah.
So happy Easter to everybody. Will we see you in a month? I don't know. Depends on whether we're in the field or not.
If you're not following this guy, please do. Barn Talking on the YouTube. I'm going to be doing the Freedom Convoy Saturday next weekend. Bork showed a guy to do the backdoor because I highly doubt I'm going to be at 1,000 subscribers by then. So hopefully my little backdoor thing will work to go YouTube live and plan on doing that. Seeing what, let's check it out. It might be neat. That'd be cool. But yeah, I guess we're out of here.
And I'm going to assume you're all just saying goodbye and happy Easter and all that stuff
well,
now.
yeah,
I gave him back his phone,
yeah,
so.
Yeah, it's mine.
So we'll see you when we see you.
Later on,